Hey, what it do?
Ahoy, bang!
What up?
Just bang! Still think of Angel Reese every time I hear that.
Isn't she going off on people right now?
I have no idea.
What do you know?
I'm not up on my Angel Reese. I did see that some came across my timeline. She got some sort of rebound record, her and Shaq, or like the
what?
She's like the fastest to, I don't know, some sort of arbitrary rebound number. She's good at rebounding.
Yeah. I feel like she's been going off, and we're ignoring it.
For a whopping 11 points on like 2% shooting.
I'm gonna look at her game log.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Right.
I got that right here. Yeah.
Sue's right. She does get a bunch of rebounds.
She does get
There was some rebounding thing that popped up the other day.
her and Shaq are on some sort of, I don't know. It's like the fastest to a certain amount of rebounds in WNBA and NBA history. Something like that.
She's averaging 13.6 points,
Mm-hmm.
12.2 reebs,
What's she shooting?
3.2 assists, 1.4 steals. That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Watching her shoot is painful.
She made a 3 yesterday.
Did she really?
Yeah, she made one.
Oh,
She is shooting
dude, watching her shoot a basketball, it's an adventure.
41.7%.
That's actually better than I would have thought.
Yeah, career 42.1%.
Yeah, even close to the rim. It's it's an adventure every time she puts one up.
Career 3-pointers.
Yeah,
9 for 51.
I don't think that's good, Bob.
17%.
It's a little rough. Well, she has a hard time shooting at the rim. So
why does she shoot threes then? Like
I don't know. I think she gets a little pissy at people saying that she can't shoot.
She wants to kind of. She's still in denial that she's.
You got to
not
evolve your game, dude.
Well, it's like the running. Yeah. It's like the running quarterback that people say can't throw, and so like he forces. And you're like, dude, just run. It's what you do. You don't have to be.
This is on the coach.
Yes.
Whoever the Atlanta coach is.
Yeah.
Tell her to stop shooting.
Yeah.
Bench her ass.
She should not shoot unless it's 3 feet from the rim, and even then, it's an adventure. But she gets her own rebound, so it's all right. Yeah, no one wants to be like a specialist. Everyone always wants to do something different. So I think she gets caught up in I'm going to show you. And then it's not good.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, anytime I hear the bang, it's just Angel Reese highlights of her missing 15-foot jumpers or layups for that matter.
I don't like the hate of Angel Reese. I'm not going to lie. But I can't defend her either.
Yeah, it's not really hate. I just find the...
Well, you always go to her shooting. Like, okay, she's not a great shooter,
it's
but
terrible.
She's averaging a double-double.
She's a good player.
Yes.
I mean, so why don't we give her some credit for that? Like, I don't know.
Well, I do. And I'll do this for the men's game too. The people that are overhyped, Cameron Brink's got this. Cameron Brink doesn't even start. She's terrible. She's like a below average WNBA player, but she's hot and she was good in college. I say the same thing about Tim Tebow or anyone else. Like, I'm not a fan of people that, Shedeur Sanders, that drive an unnecessary amount of coverage when the play doesn't back it up. But I get it. You're pretty. You had a storyline in college. I think the Caitlin Clark thing's interesting because Caitlin Clark ain't exactly lighting the world on fire right now.
Yeah, I was just looking at her. She's 33%.
Yeah.
She is 26 of 78 from 3.
Yeah, she hit a 3 the other day to win it. To win a game.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm not saying she's been bad, but there
I'm a huge
is
WNBA fan.
Yeah. There is that thing though, is like if you're going to be the face of the league and you're going to get all this attention, there are certain expectations that are lumped on you. And Reese kind of leans into that a little bit and wants to be viewed as the face of the league. And let's be honest, she's just not that good. She's fine. There's nothing. She's a fine WNBA player. But the hype, and I'm just, that's, but it rubs me the wrong way. So no, it's not a woman thing. It's a man thing too.
A lot of hate out there, Jace.
It's not even hate. It's just,
hate.
it's just more of, I don't quite understand. And eventually it'll swing back the other way. If you're not delivering the goods, and I don't know, is she still driving?
Who's she? Are we
Angel
talking
Reese.
about? Oh, Reese.
Yeah, because I think Clark is still driving eyeballs, and I think Clark is still drawing fans. But like I said, I think some of that is starting to wane. The Caitlin Clark thing, to me, feels like it's peaked. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm not saying it's not going to continue to be a big deal, but it feels like it is not. We are not at Caitlin Clark fever pitch anymore. I think that has passed a little bit. In order to get that back, Caitlin Clark has to be better, plain and simple. In fact, that rookie out of TCU, the goggles gal.
Caitlin Clark is white.
Is it Olivia?
Olivia Miles. Yeah.
Miles.
Love her.
I'd say right now she's got more sauce around her than anyone.
Sauce.
Well, and now the Wings look kind of stupid because they passed on her to take their best player's girlfriend, and it turns out she's not that good. Meanwhile, Goggles gal's over here killing it.
Listen, I got bigger news, okay? Forget the WNBA.
There you go.
Tell you what, I needed that 5-minute soup WNBA review.
Did you?
I did. I loved it.
You got it.
I loved every second.
It
of
just got me with the bang.
It did. And
Patrick,
you know what? It might be a reason why I throw it in there, just for you.
It just gets me on the Angel Reese thing. Patrick Harris did say that he only gets his WNBA coverage off of the first 5 minutes of our show.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, I don't follow the WNBA. So I get what I need from primetime. There you go. We'll keep
right.
We'll keep you updated.
The prattle.
Yeah. In the midst of our prattle, we wander.
Well, I was told today by my sources that the Cargo Shorts Classic
It's on.
It's on. And for those that haven't been following, that is the Joe Fisher v. Danny Meringue golf-off that is somehow supposed to prove who is the superior athlete.
Yes.
They are going to be playing at Stone Creek June 19th, which is next week. I think is that the night of the Lit Show?
Is it? Is that a Thursday?
Lit is a Thursday.
Yeah,
that's the 18th.
Lit's a Thursday.
Okay.
So I would assume that if they're playing
the
Stone
next
Creek,
day.
that's got to be on the weekend, right?
No, it's the 19th. That's a Friday.
Oh.
11:50 tea time.
Okay, well, I will not be there because, working.
Well, this isn't about you, Jace.
No.
This is about who will be crowned the people's champ. Danny Meringue or Joe Fisher. Now, this all started because Meringue said he would beat Joe Fisher at anything.
Yes.
And then they put together a fan Olympics type of event.
Yeah.
To which, of course, and as predicted by me,
You did. You had this from day
there's
one.
zero chance it would happen.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it, and they didn't. But they are going to, for some reason, golf.
Yeah, none of this makes any sense
No.
whatsoever because
None.
this all started where Danny, again unsolicited, started telling people how awesome his lifts are in the gym. He very much likes to tell people how strong he is. And Joe Fisher, rightfully so, said no. And somehow that led to this angry, I will beat you. It turned into, I don't think you're as strong as you say you are. I will beat you at anything, including beating you up, and somehow we're now playing golf.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Well, it's the ultimate test, is it not? I mean, ask Bruce Jenner.
How did we get?
Ask all the great athletes.
How did we get here?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson would say the same.
It's
Scotty Scheffler.
That's a hell of a thing, man. It's a hell of a thing.
So they're going to play next Friday.
Yeah.
And
now there's been
a lot of buzz.
There's been a back and forth between match play versus stroke play.
yeah.
So
There
have we settled? No one's,
I don't know. I'm
okay.
not in charge of anything.
Nor am I.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now someone's saying we're off on the 19th, silly boys.
We are. Why?
What is?
Why are you calling us silly boys?
Is that a?
Why would we be off?
I don't know. Is there something?
19th.
Am I not aware of this?
I don't know, dude.
Anybody? I'm looking at the calendar.
Come on, Rob!
Oh, it's
What?
Juneteenth.
So what?
We get Juneteenth off.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I think the last 2 years we've gotten Juneteenth
Well,
off.
I'm out of town anyway.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
So
Oh, yeah, you are gone. You're gone next week, right?
no, some of it,
Some of it.
not all of it.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Something like that.
You never know.
Oh, yeah, that is June. So, yes,
I come back for all my Window Nation spots.
There you go.
So I won't be on the show, but I'll be here for Window Nation.
Well, I will tell you that even though I have the day off, the chances of me making out to Stone Creek to watch two 40-year-olds that are not good at golf somehow play golf to determine who is the better athlete, not certain that's going to happen.
Well, if I'm not working that day, I'll just catch the updates.
Yeah.
Someone just,
Well, if none of us are here, you guys will be hungover because you're going to Lit.
Yes.
Right.
And getting really drunk.
Well, good. That means I can go crazy on Thursday.
Yeah, that's right.
There's going to be a lot of Coke Zeros happening in Stevie Fire.
I'm going to be getting lit.
Hey, isn't this what social media is for? Shouldn't we have somebody out there like keeping us up to date on?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got an intern or something?
I don't think we do.
I'm assuming we don't.
I don't think we do that
Someone
anymore.
has to be able to film something, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, our social media guy left. So I don't know what to do.
we don't have one.
I'm out of town.
Well,
you won't do it.
No, well, there's no chance.
I'm not doing it.
I think it's a job for Dusty.
Well, Stone Creek's out in like Oregon City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The chances of me driving to Oregon City on a day off.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, doesn't
Sprague lives out that
I was
way.
gonna say, don't one of them live out there?
Yeah.
Dirt-
Well, Sprague and Dirt, I think, are the ones that are like
hosting it.
I think they're hosting it. I think that's because
there you
their
go.
show started it. They're the ones that saw this. Again, fight over some sort of feats of strength that has now turned into a golf competition. So I think they're stoked it. So why didn't Dirt and Sprague just film it?
I don't know. They probably will.
Yeah.
Look, again, not my monkey, not my circus.
No.
But the week after that is the Fan Golf Classic.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Which I didn't understand why they just didn't do it there, but
Well, the course is full. I guess you could probably squeeze them in there.
yeah, I don't know. Again. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. All I know is two guys.
Listen, don't you worry about it.
I'm not going to worry about
They
it.
got it handled.
Somehow, two people that by all means don't appear to be very good at golf are going to play golf against each other to see who is the better athlete.
We also have, according to our soccerman,
Yeah.
our local soccerman,
Yeah.
Patrick Harris, USA plays that day,
Oh.
and that's the World Cup, and we can't.
Well, I mean,
I'm not missing.
So what
that.
you're saying there's a
Oh, wait,
lot.
I am missing
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you're out of town.
it's going to be buried on the depth chart of awesomeness that day.
If you were in town, odds of an Isaac Rupp appearance at Stone Creek.
Well, 11:50.
Yeah.
We got to do it. If I were in town, well, I guess we don't have a show.
No show.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Unless maybe I played alongside with him.
Like a
That'd be kind of
like
fun.
a 15% sort of thing.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
If you said, "Hey, we got a spot,"
Yeah.
I'd probably play.
You play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the two of them, so why wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean,
Well, there may be another twosome with them, or
that's true.
the course may.
well, I think when you have this sort of vicious cockfight about to go down, you can't just have strangers rolling.
Can
through
you imagine
there.
two strangers be like rolled into that, trying to figure out what's happening?
Well, honestly, Joe will poke. Joe is going to poke.
1,000,000%.
And Danny will probably lose it at some point. I'm going to say right now, either Danny punches Joe or he walks off the course.
There could be a golf club thrown
It's-
at Joe.
It's
a
possible.
golf ball.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
He's used as weapons.
This won't happen.
Yeah, you think something,
It
a
won't
back, a hamstring.
Yeah, something, you know
Sure.
how I just know challenges. All I can say is I just don't think it will happen.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Well, you were right the first time around when you said that it will come down to golf.
No one wants to be put on the spot,
Yes.
even when they put themselves on the spot.
Yes.
It just,
As you get closer to it, yes, the fear of old man competition will jump up and bite someone. So the question becomes, is it family emergency, a nice lower back, perhaps?
I don't know.
Something.
I don't know.
Something's going to happen.
Whoever bows out, the other guy's the winner and the ultimate athlete.
The ultimate fan athlete. Yes.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you get that award just by doing nothing? The other guy, the guy who challenged you, bowed out.
You just win by default. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Wow.
I guess that would be the ultimate prize.
Yeah. Hey, I got to read this text.
Yeah.
I want to read this to you guys.
Okay.
Here on the fan. During the prattle. Please, please, please. Now listen to this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm begging you. Stop adding so many of the annoying audio drops during the Isaac and Suk show.
Oh.
They are so incredibly frequent and hideously bad that I am honestly thinking of switching to another channel.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who wants to tell him?
Wow. I mean, he's...
Would you like to tell him?
I feel I feel like we need to change up everything that we do.
What is that?
We can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose a listener, can we?
No, we can't afford to lose. We don't want to lose any listeners.
No.
But it happens all the
So
time.
just hang with us. But
I say don't.
I'm gonna politely just say your request. It's going to be considered.
Request denied.
And then and
there's a drop for that too.
Yeah.
I just don't know where it is. Ironically, I can't play.
We
that.
take the feedback and we appreciate it. But
yeah, always. Yeah, not going to happen.
No, but I don't think that's. Yeah.
That's the most fun.
Yeah.
The most fun I have on the show, besides prattling with you, is playing drops.
Well, I do enjoy that after 20 plus years. Yeah, sorry. Hey, someone concurs.
Yeah.
Too many drops.
Too many drops.
Too many drops.
Well,
that's 2.
And as we've told you before, the second you start telling us we do something wrong is the second we do it more. That's something else you should know about us.
That ain't no bird.
Yeah, that's probably not the way to get us to change.
Did you just wink at me?
It's probably a terrible.
I did not.
Terrible sort of idea.
Oh wait, that was me.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's all I got for the prattle. I just want to let you know that
I didn't
Friday,
know that we had settled on the.
Well, yeah, you did. You were on the text thread. Yeah, you were on there.
Oh, that's right. But
come on, man.
We're just trying to figure out the format.
I thought we were just trying to figure out the format. We haven't.
No, he put it on there. He said it's right at the top there.
That was announced before though.
Oh,
I had sources that told me like a week ago.
When I saw
breaking news.
When I saw the text thread, I just thought we were working through the details.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out stroke player match play.
Yeah, they were debating stroke player match play, which I think we might maybe settled on match play. But there's a lot of people that want somebody to shoot 115.
See, I feel like everyone is on stroke play now.
Yeah.
Well, stroke play would be tough because if you do claim to be the ultimate athlete, but you shoot 108,
Yeah, are you really a winner? Are there any winners here?
Even if you win, you kind of lose.
Well, here's the other thing, too. How many people have actually played a real golf match where you have to count every stroke and penalties? And that's a whole different ballgame. If you've ever played in a real tournament and you're just an average dude, when you have to actually start keeping like real score, dude, the foot wedge goes away and that pencil starts adding up real fast. The amount of times I played with someone, and I'm the definition of an average golfer. I try to break 90. If I break 90, it's a good day. Try to play bogey golf. The amount of people that you play with, that you ask them, hey, what do you shoot? I shoot 85. I shoot 86. And then you go out and you're like, there is zero effing way you shoot 85. And then there's like, well, it's this and it's that. And you're like, yeah, we can all shoot 85 if we use the creative pencil. It's the most powerful tool in the bag.
They put an eraser on it.
Exactly.
Hey,
don't count that one. I was interfered with.
It's so true. Like if you play in a real tournament where you have to count everything,
it's brutal.
You will probably guys like Joe and Danny will probably gain stroke or like not gain strokes, but have strokes that they don't even know how they got them.
Yeah.
In other words, you will do something that is a foul or I don't know, against the rules, a penalty, and you won't even know what you did or why you did it. And you're like, wait, that's a penalty. Yes, you can't do that.
Check it out.
And so there'd probably be 4 or 5 of those, and then that's why stroke play gets a little hairy. It's like you want it to be exciting, you should go match play. And also, if some guy blows up and gets a 15 on a hole,
that's killer.
It's like that's kind of dumb to lose that way. You don't want the other guy to win that way
because it certainly can happen.
Yeah, so but it's not my monkey, not my circus. My input was asked for. We all gave our input. And that will be taking place on June. Next week is a very big week here at the Fan.
A lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
In the next 2 weeks, with the Fan Golf Classic and you being
my God.
Big souk.
Me and Steven are going to have a remedial squat thrust competition to find out who is the ultimate primetime athlete.
Also next week, the Lit Show with you guys.
Yes.
Steven going to his first concert.
A lot happening.
And you're force-feeding him drinks, which he doesn't want.
I'm planning
What could possibly go wrong?
I think I'm just going to drug him at some point. He's probably going to refuse it, do some Coke Zeros. I'm going to have to slip him a Mickey and see what happens.
He does love his Coke Zero, that Steven over there.
Well, who doesn't? Coke Zero is fantastic.
Stevie Freedom.
It'll be a nice Coke Zero vanilla.
All right, there's your Brad Boxberger opening prattle. And prattle we did.
Yes.
True story.
That was a prattle. I didn't even know we were going to prattle that.
Oh, yeah. We always prattle. All right, well, look, Frank Gay Services is going to get mascot talk today. We're not going to start with the finals.
No.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
We've been putting this off far too long. The people know, because it's been out about in the news.
The peoples.
We've yet to talk about it. Mm-hmm. The Fire need a mascot.
Yes, they do.
Do you have what it takes?
I'm looking right here. I mean, what?
Do you have what it takes?
No, I don't.
I wanted him to be on the practice squad. And
like to stand and cheer for a team the entire game, I can't do that.
I think there's more than standing and cheering.
Right.
You got to mix it up.
I can't do that. Be nice to like people.
You got to get in there.
I got to interact with people.
You could be sports first melancholy mascot.
Yeah.
That seems horrible.
Like Droopy the dog.
Yeah, just
kind of,
like Droopy. You'd be good at that.
I'd probably get at that one. Yeah.
That would be fantastic. The least enthusiastic. Get ready for the least enthusiastic mascot in the WNBA.
The mascot just sits on the chair the entire game.
Stevie Fire, and he's just like,
Hey.
Well, who has what it takes next? But before we go, I'm going to tell you about.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Kansas City Chiefs. They are adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract in a rework deal. It's going to keep Mahomes in Kansas City through 2033. And now it is a record-breaking contract with a total contract value of over $500 million. It's the first contract in the NFL. They'll be valued at over $500 million. Dolphins and center Aaron Brewer, they have reached an agreement. 3-year deal, $52.5 million extension. Includes 37 of it guaranteed. NBA Finals Game 4 in New York. Tonight, Knicks up 2-1 in the series over the Spurs. Knicks right now 2.5-point favorites in the game. Phillies outfielder Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He'll need surgery. He'll be out the rest of the season. Rojas was just about to come back after missing 80 games because of a PED suspension. And last night, the Carolina Hurricanes evened up the Stanley Cup final, defeating the Vegas Golden Knights 5-3. We'll have Game 5 tomorrow in Carolina. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
What up?
What's up, chat?
What up?
It's time for Frank A. Services every day at 3:28. Today the Services gets hot mascot talk, which we've been putting off, but we got to slide it into the show, man.
Well, I mean, we prattle so much about our fire. I mean,
Yeah. We're
goes-
big Fire fans here.
I mean, you guys soon will be going on a double fire date.
Yeah, we're going to Saturday night. They're playing, I want to say they're playing Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. Paige Becker's and her girlfriend.
The footer.
Yeah.
The Futter.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call her.
That's what I call her. She's the Fud.
Well, anyway, Stevie could probably kill two birds with one stone at this game.
Make a little coin in the
Yep,
process.
That's right.
We're thinking like maybe, a couple $100, maybe $1,000 a game. Come on.
Because the Fire is hiring a mascot. So they, as you know, the Fire are playing, but they are playing without a mascot. Now, they do have the little corgi of one of the players
Yeah.
that everybody loves.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Sure.
But
Who doesn't love a good corgi? Although, have you ever met a corgi?
Yeah.
They're kind of a-holes.
I have a friend who is a huge corgi
Yeah.
lover.
I got a couple of them in the neighborhood, and while they are adorable, seriously, they're giant a-holes. They're not good dogs, but they're cute as the dickens.
So the Fire have posted an ad for a mascot.
Yes.
And they are saying that the new mascot will represent the Fire through performances and community events, regularly pitch new and innovative ideas for in-game skits in collaboration with Game Experience. They will be responsible for scheduling, overseeing rehearsals, workouts, practice sessions, and any other extracurricular activities. It's a part-time gig, pays between $100 and $130 an hour, U.S.
So let's say a game, you're talking probably what, 4 to 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
For a game? A
Yeah.
couple hours before, maybe a little bit after?
Yeah,
We
I'd say
gotta
about
stretch.
5. You got to stretch it out to 5.
Yeah, so you're talking, you got $600-$700 a game, right? Not too shabby.
The mascot will ideally have 3 years of live performance experience as a mascot, character, hype crew member, or something similar, and be able to dance, tumble, flip, dunk off a trampoline, run, jump, balance, throw T-shirts, got to be able to throw T-shirts, and be comfortable with heights, and have other performance skills to enhance the character, such as sign language, juggling, improv,
Get right the hell out of town.
or else.
Am I the only one that thinks that this is a very limited?
I was thinking the same.
That's a hell of a resume.
You are shortening the pool.
I was just thinking we get you out there, and I don't know, we get you like a fireman's outfit or something. You could,
Well,
I
they're
do not know
shooting high.
sign language. I can tell you that.
What about like who's the Jets guy? The
Fireman.
Fireman Ed.
Fireman Ed. We could have Fireman Steve, and we get you out there, and I don't know, we get you a fire helmet and like one of those jackets. Maybe you could be one of those sexy firemen, like a shirtless Stevie Fire out there swinging around.
Do you know what the first mascot for the Fire was? Do you remember this?
I do.
Back in the
what would have been?
The golden years of the fire?
I don't.
It was a, do you know?
Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was the firehouse dog.
So,
and his name was Spot.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
So will the mascot be like the same thing as like Blaze, but instead of a trail cat, you just have a Dalmatian? You're gonna get the head, or will it be a real person?
Can't they just give over to the big guy? Since the Blazers have 2 mascots, can they just loan one?
Yeah, can we give him the Squatch?
Douglas Fur.
Doug Fur.
Doug Fur.
Yeah.
Just loan him over.
Yeah.
We could have Doug Fur, but we could have him on fire.
You know,
because hey, nothing says Oregon quite like, well, we're going to burn some trees down.
Right.
So I like it. We just get Doug Fur out there, but then we singe the fur a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, what's the heat miser sort of thing? You know, we get like some, like he's already got that scary face. So we just put some like angry brows on it.
Yeah, little like flame hairs.
And then problem solved. We don't, plus Dundon's getting ready to fire one. So just,
you haven't fired him yet?
I don't know. That's the rumor. I say we just kick him over Doug Fur.
I don't think officially he's fired him yet.
Wait, wouldn't it make more sense that we keep Doug Fur and we give them Blaze?
That, yeah.
Blaze.
The trail cat?
No, Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Like fire.
You know, I mean, he is Blaze. You wouldn't have to do anything. We just give him Blaze.
I think that, you know, every once in a while we're ahead of our time here.
Yeah.
And years ago on the show we talked about gay Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
What if you had flaming Sasquatch?
Oh, it'd be amazing. I love it. I love the idea.
You know? Gay Sasquatch.
Gay Sasquatch, let's go.
Why not?
Oh, just like you hit it out of the park. Why outthink the room?
Yeah.
I mean, we got Portland, we got Pride, we got the WNBA, gay Sasquatch.
Flaming Sasquatch.
Flaming Sasquatch.
You know, get it? Fire, flaming.
Works. Perfect.
It's just...
Yeah. Perfect. And we just sell him Doug Fur. We shave the fur down a little bit. You know, put him in some bright color things. Get him some get him some fun makeup.
So
maybe a scrunchie or two to pull back some of the hair. I love it.
You do have to attend live in-person auditions. This is late June. They also say that you will possess the ability to excite, motivate, and entertain a crowd. Having a great sense of humor is a must.
Boy, I'm telling you, Stevie Fire. I thought you were pegged for this, but this sounds like
you're underqualified.
This sounds like a bridge too far.
It's out of my league, bro.
Yeah.
Let me pitch something to you. If you had to do this,
that's a lot of. I don't have any of those qualifications either.
Well, I know you don't, but let's just say they put you in Flaming Sasquatch outfit.
Yeah.
Nobody knew it was you.
No,
but it was you.
Sure.
They hired you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gay Bigfoot.
Gay Bigfoot.
You have to make the most of it. You have to do the best you can.
Mm-hmm. I can thrust.
If at the you could, I mean, yeah, you could go around. You'll high five kids. You'll jump around. You'll do things.
Yeah.
If you had to hold down that job, let's say for 2 years.
Yeah.
But at the end of if you did, you'd get $5 million.
Sure.
Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You don't think you would be fired?
Nah. Now, granted, I'm gonna have to lean into my strengths. I'm not gonna be able to juggle, but I can improv. I'll work on some trampoline stuff.
I mean, what if they come to you with like, "Hey, we need you to do some trampoline flip dunks tonight."
It's gonna be tough.
Because they think you can do that.
I got to lean into my strengths. I got to go like Philly Fanatic, San Diego Chicken. Because while I know they want the gorilla, I can't give them the gorilla, but what I can give them is Sassy Squatch. And I'll tell you right now, I'll be the sassiest son of a bitch to ever walk into a WNBA arena. Dude, I'm Rainbow Chaps. I'm telling you that right. That's happening. I'm throwing that on. I might have a cowboy hat on.
What is that?
Dude, I'm bringing the heat. And the kids and the fans, they're going to love me.
Okay.
I can be interactive as hell. I'm Philly Fanatic meets the San Diego Chicken meets gay Bigfoot, and then throw in some, who's the Flyers guy? Gritty. I'm going to throw some Gritty in. I'm going to do bits. It's going to be great.
What are your bits?
Dude, you don't worry about my bits.
You don't have a bit?
Top hat full of glitter, whole thing. I'm going to buy like a rambling rod, like denim vest on, and like with buttons, I'm going to hand out buttons to the kids. Be sticker. Oh, dude, I got this. If you let me bring Sassy Squatch to the Fire games, dude, they're going to love me. Absolutely love me. I got this.
Do you think you can do it,
You're
Steven?
just going to have to limit my trampoline and juggling.
Well, I know I can't compete with Sook and Sassy Squatch. There's no way I can do that. No, but I can't do that. I can't be like just full of energy for that many hours.
Yeah.
Cheering for people.
$5 million.
Yeah.
You got. I mean,
for $5 million, I'd try it.
Yeah,
I would
sure.
see. I'd do
but
it.
You think you'd get fired?
Yeah, I'd probably get fired.
Yeah, I'd get fired too.
And you know my piece de la resistance, cape.
Yeah.
Sassy Squatch is wearing a cape.
Well, you gotta be willing. Wouldn't you be willing to get on some like high wires.
Yeah.
And they'll just
You can zip line me around.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's my bit. So I know they want some of the high flying stuff, so this is my bit. I'm going to be the worst trampoline act in the WNBA. Think like Jackass style. So they're like every game, it's going to be like, oh my God, what sort of dunkies is he going to do?
He's going to dunk over all these trash cans.
And it's just me just blowing through the trash cans. And then I'm like, and
That's
they're
a good
like,
bit, actually.
and they're like, sassy squatch.
I think that might work.
It would. They'd love me. Fire, don't outthink this. You need a sassy squatch. I got you.
Yeah, the world's worst mascot.
Yes, that would be my whole
But
thing.
you'll have zest and pizzazz.
Yes. Hence, you know what I'm going to have? I'm going to have zazzles because I'm sassy squatch. There's going to be I think Ultimate Warrior streamers around my knees and like arms. Oh, be great. Giant hands.
Tell you what.
Do a little hip hop dancing. It's going to be great.
You convinced me.
Yeah.
Did I say the pay? $100 to $130 per hour. So pretty good.
Yeah. It's going to be tough, man. I'm going to have to miss some shows, though, just so you know.
That's all right.
I have to leave. Hey, sorry, guys. 5:30. I got to take off. I got to transform into sassy squatch.
Hopefully you don't have to pass a drug test.
Oh, yeah. It could be problematic.
Yeah.
Do you have to be drug tested to be sassy squatch?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
I'm on a strict drug regimen. That's going to... I would think, if anything, I would think that the drugs help me be sassier.
Well, if you want to apply, you can go to their website. You have to submit a video with your skills, and then you go to auditions. So it's lengthy. It's like American Idol.
I bring out like poison waters. I'm doing collabs with different people. It'd be so good.
Yeah, I don't know that he's in for that, but
What?
He'd
do it.
I don't know that
They'd
he would.
do it.
They.
Yeah. Them.
All right.
Them.
There is.
Someone said you'd be a creature of Greek mythology. Yeah, I would. You telling me the people of this city wouldn't love Wear Sassy Squatch?
Yeah, I think it's just weird enough that it would work.
Yeah. Find Sassy Squatch. They have tickets for you. Do like.
Yeah, you could do he, him on the back of your.
Yeah. They, them.
Or they, that's what I meant.
They, them.
Yeah, they, them.
Yeah. And you find me out in the city doing stuff and I give you tickets and random merch. Be great.
There's your services. Regrettably. Sorry about that.
I regret nothing.
Does America have World Cup fever? Next.
stop all these drops?
Grow up.
Sassy Squatch is getting upset over here.
Hey, Dusty loves Sassy Squatch.
Yeah, he
I
said
think
it was,
he's going to pitch it to
He
the
said it was
fire.
problematic at first, and then it grew on him.
Well, he's in management now.
Yeah.
So his panties get in a bunch way easier than they used to.
Yeah.
But then you sold him. You sold him. His panties were all curled up into his butt, and then they came a storming out of there. Like, this is great.
Hey, the Sassy Squatch isn't for everyone, but it will grow on you. And eventually you come around and be like, this is a great idea.
Girl, you something else.
I'll just dress like Kim Mulkey every night. That works. Call her up, see if I can borrow some outfits.
So, you have World Cup fever here in America?
I don't,
You guys
but
fired up?
I will say I went from it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Say it.
So I went from being super jazzed, Sassy Squatch jazz about the World Cup because I wanted to go see some games. And then I just saw what FIFA was doing. I was like, F this. This whole thing is ridiculous. And now some of the stuff that's coming out, some of like Messi playing down at Auburn. Have you seen the German guy that's going around the Southland?
Yeah.
That guy's great. Freddie, I started following him. And it's just some German's experience roaming through the Southland. I guess like JJ Watt's inviting him to his house. Like it's become this cultural thing. One of the best players in the world is training up in Spokane. So yeah, there's part of me now that kind of is starting to get wrapped back into it. I don't know if I'm going to pay the freight to go to any games. It just seems like a pain in the ass and I'm not willing to pay for it. But the World Cup is starting to rope me in. And I'm guessing by the time tomorrow rolls around on Thursday, you're going to get me more and more. And then by the weekend, I'll probably have some World Cup fever. I mean, it happens once every 4 years. Same thing with the Olympics. It may not be your particular cup of tea, but I've said this a million times. I don't need to love the sport, but I like spectacle. I like seeing excellence. I like seeing big events. And it's not arguably, this is the biggest event in the world. It's bigger than the Super Bowl. It's bigger than the Olympics. And yeah, this'll rope me in.
I think it'll get me too, but I don't know how we feel about it as a country. Maybe we just need to ease into it.
Yeah.
Like a bath.
Sure.
You know?
But we're also not very good, and so I think that kind of hinders it a little bit. But
well, the other thing about the World Cup, everybody's always, and I get it, country pride and everything, but I was reading today, there have been 80 countries participating in the World Cup since its inception. Mm-hmm. You know how many have won?
Oh, I'm sure it's very few.
8.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's like college football. I mean, there's only.
So it's kind of dumb in that way.
Well, it's not dumb, and I would say
it is to me.
Well, the World Cup to me is a little bit like the NCAA tournament in that you can get more than one winner. Like obviously for Spain, France, Argentina, the Dutch, those dudes, like the expectation is obviously World Cup or bust. But there's a whole other group of people, and I think we fall into this. A lot of the Iceland making the World Cup was a huge deal. Some of the African countries, like. If you make it into the knockout round, if you make it to one of the final 8 teams, that's a tremendous run. And so, yes, while there's only a handful of countries that are going to win the World Cup, I still think it can be an amazing run. And that's like the NCAA tournament. If you were George Mason and you made it to the Final Four, do you think George Mason laments to this day that they didn't win the NCAA title? Or do you remember the magical run? Now, you're a Kansas guy, so it's different for you. But even you, when you made it to the Final Four and you lost, is that still a good year that you remember fondly?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's the World Cup.
Final Fours are for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess with the U.S., well, not with just the U.S., but the expectations, I should say, this year, apparently 32 of the 48 teams advance past the group stage.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why that is. So that basically means that 8 teams that finish third in their group will make it.
Well, I do know that because we're hosting with 3 other teams, or I guess that's not true because those teams just get into the World Cup. I don't know what.
Yeah, we didn't have to qualify.
We didn't have to qualify.
But so I don't know why, but 32 of 48 advance through group. So and there are groups of 4. So you can actually finish third in your group and make it past the group stage.
But not every group that finishes third.
Only 8.
Yes.
And how they determine that, I have no idea.
I'm not certain about that either.
Apparently the U.S. group, the group that we're in, has a bunch of parity. So any of them can finish first and any of them can finish fourth. So it's a very, very close group. So expectations should maybe be to get to the round of 16.
I think that would be, if you did that, because we're not one of the top 15 teams. We don't have one of the top 50 players. So I do think, I've read, it's not like I'm soccer genius, but I've read and it says we have a manageable group, as you said. And I think getting through for the United States would be considered good. I think if we get knocked out early, even though we don't have high expectations, I think that would be, I think that'd be devastating. I think that would be another setback for USA Soccer, which doesn't seem to be able to gain any sort of real traction. You know how many years I've heard that the USA is on the verge of taking a step, and it's just we just can't get traction. And so, yeah, I think that's a fair expectation.
So our first game is Friday. We play Paraguay. Mm-hmm. Still not sold out, by the way.
Yeah,
I think in LA.
Yeah, the ticket prices are they're just killing people, and I think we talked about this was a week or two ago. I think we must have had 15 text messages come through in the 2 minutes we talked about this. I think there's a lot of people that were like me, that like you're going to get a certain amount of people that are going to go no matter what, right? Like World Cup, I'm in. But I think the way you sell out stadiums is getting people like me that aren't necessarily huge soccer fans, but are interested, want to go see the spectacle of it. If this was even a remotely affordable ticket in those group stages, you'd get me. And FIFA originally said that they were going to sell a bunch of, like, I think they said it was going to be like $69 or whatever. They were going to sell affordable seats to the group stages, and that didn't happen. So if you told me that I could go see a game in Seattle for $100, I'd go. If I was living in LA and you told me I could go for $100, but you know, if you want me to in the nosebleeds spend $350 for the worst game with Saudi Arabia and you know some other team that I could give a crap about, I think there's a lot of people that are just like, pass, man. I got no time for that.
Well, it may rope us in here in the States. We'll see. I think we still mostly view soccer as like a kid sport.
And that's shame on us because it is the biggest sport in the world.
I know, but you can see why we view it that way. We have other sports that are bigger here.
Yeah.
And we're kind of and we're just landlocked over here. We're kind of doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
Well, and the soccer that we watch isn't it's not world-class soccer.
Oh, it's not even close.
No.
So, hopefully you guys will get into it. The venues, like you mentioned, Messi, they were playing at Auburn's football stadium.
Yeah.
Super cool.
That was awesome.
You should look up
and
the videos.
they did all the War Eagle stuff. They flew the bird around. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the venues, the atmosphere, the vibe, and hopefully some of the games will rope you in. But yeah. I think right now, I don't know that World Cup fever is sweeping the nation.
Every time
first game tomorrow, by the way.
And then the U.S. plays
Friday.
Every time the World Cup comes around, eventually it gets me. It may take a while, and I have different levels.
It's kind of like the Olympics.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like it will eventually rope you in. It just may take some time. And what level? And do I end up like? Is there a team that I end up gravitating towards? Right? That's the other one. Like, if you're a Messi guy, like he's the most famous soccer player in the world.
You got to place some bets, dude.
Yeah, if Argentina makes a run, Japan, I guess, is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
With my gal, if Japan ends up making a run, you will get my house to all of a sudden start caring.
You know, your boy over here just might have a World Cup Japan bet already.
Oh, somewhere the BTJ is loving you.
So I will be flying the Japanese flag at the house. At least until the round of 16, because I bet on them to make the 16.
I love it.
Whatever that means. Well, I don't know if have you gone through any of the bets?
No.
It's actually kind of confusing because soccer betting is different than what we normally bet.
Okay.
In other words, because there are a lot of draws.
Yeah.
So there are 3-way bets and 2-way bets. That means, like, if you bet a team to win and they draw, here you push.
Yeah.
In World Cup, you wouldn't unless you had a 3-way bet that included the draws. Right? It's different odds.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's a weird thing. There's a lot to learn, and I'm kind of learning it. It's kind of fun. But so you can bet on a team to specifically make the round of 16 and then lose, and that would be longer odds. Or you can bet on a team or a country to just make the round of 16. Doesn't matter what happens after that. I took that bet plus 150.
Oh, okay.
For my Japanese Otani-sans.
I think most of their teams go by the cherry blossoms.
Oh. Even better.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're going. Oh, Tony. And 6 rounds, right? So you had the group stage, 32, 16, 8, and then
so they're plus money to make the group of 16, the 16.
And my girl, who knows nothing about soccer whatsoever, will be going full. She would go full big-time Japanese at the World Cup.
The other bet I made was Spain.
I wonder if Japan plays. Does Japan play anywhere on the West Coast?
I don't know. I got Spain to win it all.
I think they are the odds-on favorite.
Actually, I think it's there's one other country.
ESPN,
well, it's all the same big countries that are favored. But
ESPN has them as their number 1 team.
What's the other one? There's one.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. France.
Yeah.
Spain.
Spain, France,
Spain
Argentina, Germany.
Yeah, Spain is the slight favorite over France, and then it's France, England, Portugal, Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah, the England.
And then it's kind of a bigger drop after that.
Yes. Yeah, you got 5 or 6, and then you
kind of fun to bet, and you can bet it on the you can bet it on the Kalshi.
Yeah. Prediction markets. I still haven't done that yet.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm still gambling overseas.
Give it the times, dude.
I know. Oh my God! It just seems sketchy, as if me.
It's actually way less sketchy.
I know, right? As I'm,
because you're just betting peer to peer.
Yeah, as opposed to me.
You don't have a bookie with pinky rings.
Still betting offshore. My first one that I did 5 times. The owner of that got brutally murdered.
Yeah.
Murdered,
yeah. So that's all on the up and up.
Nothing to see here.
So the German guy, that soccer fan you were talking about?
Yeah.
He goes
Freddie something?
At Freddie LA7 is his Twitter follow. He has gained over 270,000 followers.
He got me.
As he set out for the US on June 4th, and he's been posting from Taco Bell and Waffle House and Buc-ee's. And he's been having a great old time. It's kind of weird. The Germans are having a great old time down there in the South.
Yeah, he loves it.
So his first tweet was he just tweeted the Holy Land, and there's a picture of a Taco Bell, and he's putting his food on there. His post that got like 6 million views.
Yeah, dude, he got me. I saw him and I followed him. I remember someone said, "Dude, you should be following this guy. He's just doing a tour of where he's going." I'm like, "Yeah, got me." If you traveled internationally, it's always weird to hear what people think about the United States, and then you come over here for the first time. Same thing if we've traveled. When I made my way around Europe, it's interesting to see different cultures.
So then
including Buc-ee's and Taco Bell.
He was at Walmart, and he put Walmart action in all caps, and he's got an image of it's his shopping cart in the store parking lot at dusk, and it has Gatorade, socks, water, and a Team USA branded hat.
The European mind can't comprehend.
In a way, he's making fun of America.
Yeah.
But people are loving it.
Yes. He's great because the Germans are so known for their sense of humor.
Yeah, they're not very funny.
No.
But this is actually kind of funny.
Yes.
And it's like travel. It's all what you make it, right? Make of it, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're going to Wendy's and Buc-ee's and Taco Smell.
Well, it's the same thing. Like I said, if you've ever traveled, you're going to do all the same stupid touristy stuff that the locals will roll their eyes at, but you'll be like, oh my God, check this out.
He reported in from Chili's in Chattanooga.
Can never go wrong with Chili's. It's like when you go to Mexico City, you have no choice.
Letting the Germans know about those tasty margaritas.
Dude, it's all about the queso dip. If you're going to Chili's, you got to get the queso.
He says, I love Americans. We were about to walk an hour to the stadium in the rain to save on an Uber, and the receptionist at the hotel we were parked in front of decided to drive us there.
What?
They're going to walk an hour in the rain?
Yeah, he was just saying, I love Americans. He was going to save money for an Uber. He's balling on a budget.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He's eating at Taco Bell.
That's true.
And so they didn't want to take an Uber all the way over, and so the hotel receptionist drove him to the game.
That's pretty cool. Little Southern hospitality.
That was the Auburn, where they're playing at Auburn.
Yeah, War Eagle.
Yeah, it was Argentina, Iceland.
Well, everyone is treating this guy very, very well. This guy's going to be a huge slave. Like I said, J.J. Watt, I think, has invited him to his house. He's like, dude, come stay with me. He's like, I got you.
He was blown away that Buc-ee's is just a gas station.
Yeah. He's like,
and that is
I'll tell you what, if you're coming over here at Buc-ee's, is certainly a what? I can buy a kayak here. You can take a shower and get some. I think he bought some chicken strips there.
One great post or commenter said, man is having the most regular time and loving every minute of it. It's so true. He's just being a fat American.
Welcome to our culture. You're going to gain 37 pounds during the World Cup here, buddy.
All right, well, World Cup starts tomorrow. Get on board.
I am.
If you're not, you will be soon. I bet you it grabbed. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying generally.
It will.
It'll grab
It'll be
you.
a big deal.
You're a sports guy.
Japan does not play anywhere on the West Coast, though,
And
unfortunately.
there's just no. I mean, there's nothing else much going on.
Yeah, once
in summer.
the finals are over, what do
We
you
need a
gonna do?
bridge to football, and that's what this is.
Yeah, so what'll give us?
All right, the college football points gobbler is next. We have audio. The Texas Tech people are speaking, and they are doubling down. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Stone Creek Golf Club, Oregon's best public course, under $100. StoneCreekGolfClub.net. First on the Fan, Kansas City Chiefs. They are going to add 2 years onto quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract, and then the rework contract that will keep Mahomes in Kansas City through 2033 at the total contract value of $504.7 million. This is the first contract in the NFL that's ever been valued at over $500 million. Center Aaron Brewer and the Miami Dolphins, they have reached agreement on a 3-year, $52.5 million extension. That includes $37 million guaranteed. NBA Finals Game 4 tonight in New York. Knicks up 2-1 in the series over the Spurs. Knicks 2.5-point favorites heading into Game 4. Phillies outfielder Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He'll need surgery. He'll be out for the season. He was just about to come back after missing 80 games because of a PED suspension. And the Hurricanes, last night, even at the Stanley Cup Final, beating the Vegas Golden Knights 5-3, Game 5 tomorrow in Raleigh. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right, welcome back. It is time for your college football points gobbler.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, we have to talk more about Brandon Sorsby.
It's really the only thing right now going on in the world of college football. And without it, I mean, I don't know what else you'd be talking about other than, where does so-and-so rank, but...
You underestimate me. I have some good stuff in my notes, but it'll have to wait because it is...
This is a big deal.
The Sorsby thing is...
I have never seen a story like this where you literally have one school against the rest of the country. Not another entity is on their side, and they are digging their heels in and saying, come at me, bro. But the disingenuous nature of their statements between...
let's play them first.
It's really unbelievable, except it's not because it's Texas.
Again, like I said yesterday, I really believe that many schools, not all, but many, would handle this the exact same way. Yeah. So Texas Tech's going to get the ire here, but there's a lot of self-righteous and, high and mighty ADs and coaches that are saying, I would never handle it that way. Well, yes, you would when there's all this money on the line. So this is Texas Tech. To me, this is just college football. This is the way a major college football program would handle something like this. So we're going to play 2 clips. We have the coach, Joey McGuire, who was speaking at a function talking about it, and we also have Cody Campbell, the billionaire booster from Texas Tech. We have him talking to Dan Dockage.
Can I also point out, too, that I love that Cody Campbell is trying to pretend as if he isn't Texas Tech. Cody Campbell is doing this well. They're in a tough spot, and dude, it's you. You're funding this whole thing. You're simultaneously screaming for the government to save college football from you. You're doing this. It's unbelievable, the hubris that this douche has. It's incredible.
Okay, so first, though, I'm going to read the Texas Tech AD's statement. So he put out a statement today. So they have come out. Yesterday, we hadn't heard much of anything from any of them. No. But now they're all on the offensive. Okay, so here is Kirby Hocutt. He is the director of athletics at Texas Tech. He says, I've watched the reaction on Monday's court ruling with great respect for my colleagues across college athletics. Many of them are people I admire, but I also owe it to Texas Tech and, frankly, to the truth to offer a few facts that seem to be getting lost in the noise. Brendan Sorsby has not played a single down of football as a Red Raider. He will miss the first 2 games of the season under the terms of the court's ruling. What happens after that will depend in no small part on how his recovery continues to progress. We're taking it one day at a time, as he is. We'll evaluate his recovery, compliance, and readiness as we go. We are watching closely. We are deeply committed to his progress and well-being, and we are not operating on blind faith. We are operating on a comprehensive clinical and compliance structure that we committed to before the court ruled in Brendan's lawsuit against the NCAA, and that Brendan committed to as a condition of his return to our program. Texas Tech is not a party to Brendan's lawsuit. We did not file it. We did not fund it. A young man in treatment for a clinically diagnosed addiction exercised his legal right to seek a remedy in court, and a judge agreed with him. Our role has been to support his recovery, not to engineer his eligibility. I've heard the word integrity used a great deal in the last 48 hours. As someone who has dedicated his career to college sports, I too believe integrity is central to our industry's success. I also think integrity applies on more than one front. The integrity of sport matters. So does the integrity of how we treat a 22-year-old who sought help, entered residential treatment, and is working every day toward recovery. Those two things don't have to be in conflict. I have two sons, including one who recently graduated from Texas Tech and played football. Throughout this process, I've kept asking myself, how would I approach the situation if this were my own son? There's just one more paragraph here. He says, let me be direct about what Texas Tech's position actually is. We are glad Brendan is still part of our community because that is where we can extend him the best possible support in his ongoing recovery. Clinical care, device monitoring, financial oversight, outpatient therapy, that infrastructure exists because we take our responsibility to this young man seriously. We spent Monday after the judge's ruling getting those systems stood up for him, not thinking about X's and O's. Pulling him out of a structured environment away from his team and his support system does not protect anyone. It might be a cleaner headline, but it wouldn't be the right one, and it wouldn't be true to the institutional values that guide us every day.
So they're being benevolent in this whole thing.
To my colleagues, I understand the frustration. The situation is hard. It is new, and there is no perfect answer. The system we're operating within is binary, but the situation is not. We are open to ongoing conversations about how to best handle these issues as an industry going forward. We will continue to be transparent in our decision-making. Most importantly, we will keep doing what we have always done, put our students first. Kirby Hocutt, Director of Athletics, Texas Tech.
Yes, I would like to point out that Texas Tech is the real victim here, and they're the good guys.
They're the good ones.
Yes. By the way, he sought treatment because he got caught. He didn't decide to enter in patient treatment. And by the way, after 30 days, everything's hunky-dory. And your idea to throw him back into the exact situation that got him in trouble in the first place, yes, you truly care about his well-being. This is the same sort of crap when the coach invites the kid to live with him, and that kid just turns out to be the best quarterback in the city. I needed a place to stay. I would have done this for anybody. Really there, Texas Tech? You do this for any of your athletes, or just the guy that you paid $5 million?
No, yeah. Just the good ones.
Just the good ones.
QB1.
I mean, the self-righteousness is just it's unbelievable. Hey, we don't want to be in this situation either, but we have a responsibility to take care of our own. As if he couldn't be part of the team, the treatment, but you're not going to play him. And like the idea that there's not a simple solution. Yeah, there is. The one rule that everyone in every sport agrees upon that you can't do, your guy did it. And by the way, if he hadn't done anything, then why are you trying to suspend him for 2 games? Why did you he'll get suspended for 2 games? And I love the idea of, there's no guarantee he plays in game 3. Dude, smell what you are shoveling. It's unbelievable.
So it sounds like the schools of the Big 12 and other schools around the country are giving Tech and the league some time to get this right. They're going to see how they move forward.
Oh, by the way, I'd also like to point out that Texas Tech said that this isn't their lawsuit, but they have told the rest of the Big 12 that if you try to not play us, or the Big 12 has the nerve to try to suspend him, which I hope they do, Texas Tech is ready to sue. And I hope that the Big 12 says, fine, sue us then. You got a chance. What is there, 16 teams in the Big 12? So if you're the Big 12, you can either bow down to one institution and piss off 15, or piss off one and say, dude, come find me. You want to go to court? Cool, let's go to court.
So it sounds like everybody's pissed, but they're backing off for now to see
what they do.
Yeah. And then they'll go from there. Yeah. So here are 2 clips. One is Cody Campbell. I'll get to him next. Joey McGuire is first. Now this is the football coach at Texas Tech.
Yes.
And he is speaking at I don't know, some function. And here he
and he would not take any questions from any media member, but he would take questions from boosters.
Do we know
fans.
what this? So was it just a booster?
They were having like a luncheon thing, but media normally goes to those things and he'll answer them. You know, it's like the Ducks do this where they have it with the coach too. But he said no media was going to be allowed to answer questions. He would only talk to boosters and fans.
Okay, so here's what he said about Sorsby at that function.
Brendan Sorsby is recovering from an addiction. He's recovering. Like, I've sat down with this young man multiple times, and the things that he is going through and what he's been through is serious. As a society, we've been okay with other things that happens and allowing players to play, and this has been the one thing that has united people that we're against, you know, and it's crazy because it's not murder, it's not beating somebody, or so there's a lot of things that we're working through.
Yeah, I got some issues there. Obviously,
it's not murder.
He's not wrong. I mean,
well, no, it isn't murder, but at the same time, I hate that because that completely ducks the whole point.
Yeah.
The whole point is, no, it's not murder, but in your sport, there is one thing specifically that you cannot do, and that isn't actually murder.
Yeah.
Hell, he might have a better chance to play having murdered someone than he should betting on the team that he played for.
And I love that they're leaning into the addiction thing.
Well, that's convenient cover.
That is
so
convenient
it's
cover.
very convenient to be able to use that because really, look,
that's all they have. That's the only thing they can go with.
Well, that and you can't really argue. Look, it's sensitive and serious for a human being. Any sort of recovery is something that is taboo for us to criticize.
Yes.
Right? Like if you're a recovering alcoholic, dude, I'm not touching your recovery. That is your journey. That is something is very personal to you. So it's very sensitive. It's very serious, and none of us should ever comment on somebody else's journey in that way.
Yeah.
At the same, so that makes it very convenient. But at the same time, isn't there a little bit of this that's an eye roll with regards to recovery from gambling?
Yes.
And comparing that to substance abuse or recovery in other more serious ways?
Well, I would say the same thing. If I had a massive coke problem and I failed,
which some say, a lot of people are saying.
Okay, so
Steven's going to see that next Thursday.
So let's say I like a little bit of the devil's dandruff. Steven, buckle up.
He's going to do lines off your forehead.
That does seem awful smooth. So let's say I have oh my God. Let's say I have a massive coke problem and I fail multiple drug tests, right? With the NCAA, because they do drug tests, and my school. I can just be like, hey, I went to 30 days worth of treatment, therefore I should be allowed to play with basically no punishment because I have an addiction. It's this, what world are we living in where breaking rules, and by the way, the biggest rule that involves the world of sports, and yet we're just supposed to be like, well, he had a problem. Hey, I kept violating the law. Well, I got a problem. I got an addiction. Honey, I cheated on you 37 times. I'm a sex addict. No harm, no foul here. Like, it's just, I love that this is what they're leaning into, is that he has a disease and a mental issue. And so again, I go back to it. Your solution is to throw him back into the fire that got him this addiction in the first place. And we're supposed to believe that everything is on the up and up.
Well, yeah, they want him to play quarterback for them.
Yeah.
And they want to recoup their money that they paid him.
Yes.
And so, listen, I mean, a reasonable person says, well, you can help him, stick by him, do all those things you're saying.
He still doesn't get to play.
But help him in other ways.
Yeah. He
shouldn't get to play football because now what you have done is you have jeopardized the integrity of the game. What if he relapses?
Yeah.
What if if it's really this serious, what if he relapses right during the season and he starts betting and throwing games for Texas Tech?
How about the fact that there has to be some punishment to breaking rules? Especially the rule. Are we now living in a world where there's no consequences to anything? And again, I feel bad that you had an addiction. And I do appreciate the fact that the NCAA and everyone else is in bad with gambling. And it's a little ironic that, you know, this segment is probably brought to you by DraftKings somewhere. But at the same time, you know, going in, there are things you can't do. And when you do them, you get punished. And saying, wow, I don't want my consequences. Dude, get out of here. That's not the way the world works.
And Suki, you would know this. They make it very clear you can't gamble on your own sport.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was doing, and they're like, well, he couldn't control himself. Okay, there's punishment for that.
That's a him problem. And there's the one difference between sports and the WWE, and that's integrity. You can't do that. If not, we're just gonna have it all scripted, and that's what we don't want. So yes, he made the mistake. Swordsby made that mistake. He has to pay some type of consequence, and that consequence would be never playing again because you have to keep the integrity of the sport.
All of this is common sense. It's pretty simple. Most people agree with that, including people in college football. And yet here we are, because college football is smarmy and all about the money. It's just all predictable. Yeah. And like I said, I got to say this again because I really mean this. It's not just Texas Tech. I know Texas Tech's going to get the brunt of this because they're the only ones having to deal with this. If other schools were in this situation, it doesn't even have to be gambling. It could be something where, what if it's murder? What if it's something else where a court grants a kid a temporary injunction to play when everybody else is like, no way that kid should play? Yeah. Guess how they're handling it? They're handling it the same way Texas Tech is handling it. So there's a lot of high and mighty bullcrap going on around college football, but it's all slimy. Yes, all of it.
All of it.
And it's all about money. Now I want to play Cody Campbell. He was on Dan Dockett's
We should probably break and then come back and get to Cody Campbell.
It's only a minute, so I'm going to get it in here because we got In the News coming up next. But this is Dan Dockich, who I think does a podcast of some sort. Yeah. He's not, because he's been fired 8 million times from radio. So he does a podcast. He had Cody Campbell, the Texas Tech booster, on, and here's that exchange.
Hey, look, but again, there are kids that are playing that have gotten DUIs, that have beaten up women. They're kids that have committed horrible acts. You know, I mean, nobody boycotted to play Penn State a few years ago when that horrible situation happened there. You know, I mean, it was.
Can I ask you then? Why do you think people are wanting to boycott in this particular situation?
Well, it's because
you're right about all of this.
It's because the college football world doesn't think that Texas Tech should be as good as we are. You know, we've been a disruptor, just like Indiana has. And so we're a target, and we have been even before any of this started. Now, the volume has gone way up, and a lot of it's been directed at me and at Coach McGuire and at our university. But that's not fair. If this had happened at LSU, people would say, it's LSU. They're always going to kind of do what they do, and they're going to keep playing. But it happened at Texas Tech, and people don't want to compete with this. Of course, ADs in the Big 12 are saying crazy things and saying they don't want to play us. Well, they don't want to play us because they know he's good and they don't want us to be as competitive. They want to have a better chance at winning the conference. So they're inherently conflicted in their opinion. And so, again, we're going to do the right thing by this kid and we're going to follow the law.
We're too good.
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
He is officially the biggest ass in college sports.
Is he just lying through his teeth, or is he that tone deaf?
It's one of the two. I don't know. Well,
which do you think? I think
he's got to be lying through his teeth.
I think he's tone deaf.
You really think
he believes that
yes. If this happened, if Lane Kiffin did this, we'd all be like, oh, well, it's Lane Kiffin.
I think he believes that because I think these people, this is where they live in their bubbles.
You got your head up a bull's ass then, is what you got down in Texas. It's not guns up, your head's up someone's ass. That's what it is.
That's crazy.
And that's the guy saving college football. Dude, F you.
All right, there's your gobbler. Good times. Look at Ben Stiller's hair. Describe that.
It's a Derek Zoolander. It's the haircut that's supposed to look like you did it yourself, but it probably costs $300.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's called Blue Steel.
In the News is coming up next. We have Georgie versus Rattlesnake.
Oh.
In the Gorge.
Ben Stiller's feet don't even touch the floor.
He's just little guy.
Little feet.
That is next here on The Fan.
The George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Kansas City Chiefs. They are adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract. And now in the reworked contract, will keep Mahomes in Kansas City through 2033. And the total contract value will be $504.7 million. It's the first contract in the NFL valued at over $500 million. Center Aaron Brewer and the Miami Dolphins, they've reached agreement, 3 years, $52.5 million extension. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, he expects to start in Week 1 with no restrictions. He's coming off a torn ACL last season. NBA Finals Game 4 is tonight in New York. Knicks up 2-1 in the series over the Spurs. Knicks 2.5-point favorites as we head into the Game 4. Phillies outfielder Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He's going to need surgery. He's out for the rest of the season. He was coming back from an 80-game suspension of PEDs. The Carolina Hurricanes even up the Stanley Cup final last night, defeating the Vegas Golden Knights 5-3. Game 5 in Carolina tomorrow. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Do we really need to interview Ben Stiller on ESPN? Is that important?
Probably not, but
yeah.
It's amazing how much bigger Shaq is than everybody.
Yeah, like when you see it, well, Ben Stiller's so tiny. His feet can't even reach the ground. But, I mean, you got Draymond up there and Kenny and Chuck, and then you see Shaq, and he just...
Well, they put him on chair. Like, they're not doing him any favors.
No.
They don't have a set. They just put him on leather chairs.
Yeah.
And so you... I don't know. The whole thing's kind of a mess. And they got Ben Stiller on there for some reason.
They should have Ben Stiller on Shaq's lap.
He should sit on his lap.
And if he sat on Shaq's knee, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Stiller's hair looks like something you buy, like, off the rack.
Yeah.
And just drop it right on your head. You know, it looks like a wig.
Like Lego hair.
Do you think it is?
I don't know. I think he's just always kind of had that hair. He's got that, like, it's fun to be a guy haircut. You know, it's
right.
It's very sassy.
He's zesty.
He is zesty. You know.
Did you see that he's
Sassy Squatch sort of hair.
He's filming a documentary on his phone at the finals.
Oh.
Isn't that just a write-off so you could write it off on those tickets?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah, it's for HBO.
Oh, and he's doing it off his phone?
Yeah. If they win...
You'd watch, right?
Dude, that might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because he's front row.
Mm-hmm. Gets to see it, and, you know, he's all the kind of the audio and stuff that he's picking up. I don't know how good it's going to be. I'm guessing it's being paid for by Apple as, you know, hey, look how great our phone and mic is. But, yeah, check it out. I think it'd be funnier if they lost. I mean...
Well, I wonder if they could... I would assume they'd put it out even if they do lose. But
I would assume.
We can go through all that work.
I'm just saying, if they lose tonight and this goes 2-2 back to San Antonio, man, that New York may burn to the ground with this one. Like, if they end up losing the series after being up 2-0 in San Antonio...
Well, Trump cursed them.
Yeah.
So they're never winning again.
That city... Well, they handled the Game 3 loss so well. Yeah. Imagine what happens in Game 4. And for the love of God, Spur fan, don't wear Spurs gear. If you do wear it to the game, bring a sweatshirt, a plain sweatshirt, or just bring a Knicks shirt, put it on over the top, and then walk out of the stadium. That is not something that you should do. If you respect... your health and body, don't wear Spurs gear to Madison Square Garden tonight.
What if you don't?
Well, then be prepared to get your ass whooped.
People are just looking for fights. Spurs fans just want to fight people.
Yes.
Well, a lot of guys are like that.
If you wear a Spurs jersey to the game tonight,
you're trying to fight.
You're trying to fight someone, or you're like, they're not going to back me down, because I do know that guy too. It's like, no one's going to tell me what to do. Cool, dude. You're about to get jumped by 12 angry drunk Knicks fans and get that jersey ripped off your body.
It is June 10, 2026. It is time now for In the News. I'm your noted and humble newsman. Thank you. It's brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Today is National Egg Roll Day.
Oh, I love a good egg roll.
Me too.
Oh.
You know, Langdon added some egg rolls that have brisket in them.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Well, and that's the beauty part is you can go traditional egg roll. You can go Southwestern egg roll.
They're delicious.
Weren't we just talking about Chili's a little bit ago?
Yeah, we were.
The Southwestern firecracker egg roll from some Chili's. Delightful.
I forgot to tell you there was a Donovan Klingon sighting at Langdon last weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was out there golfing.
I have a report of Donovan Klingon sighting too.
Where
he was at Salt and Straw.
Yeah?
Dude, that man's everywhere.
The guy's living his best NBA life.
What's the golf swing look like?
I didn't see his swing. He was just in the clubhouse.
Dude, 7-2-1. I don't see those clubs.
That's got to be difficult.
He was chowing down he absolutely hammered a hot dog I assume at the turn.
Yeah.
A little hungry. Apparently, they had played Waverly earlier in the day, and they wanted to play more golf, and so they came out to Langdon.
I don't know if I've ever seen a 7-foot man swing a golf club, but I'd watch the hell out of it.
It is also National Iced Tea Day. I find iced tea to be mid.
I do too, but when you mix it with lemonade, now you have the nectar of the gods. Do a little the Arnold Palmer, like in the can, light version, low sugar.
I have a hot take. I think that iced tea is the most popular item that I dislike most.
Ooh.
I guess that's not a take. It's just that's
your opinion.
It's my
most popular item that you dislike
most. Mushrooms is
how
up there.
I feel.
That is how I feel. Mushrooms, pineapple, and iced tea. Which do you think is most popular?
Mushrooms,
pineapple.
Okay, so maybe it's pineapple then. Because I think iced tea is really... Like, I'm stunned at how many people like iced tea
and
order iced tea.
People love pineapple.
I think pineapple's the top 3 fruit for most people.
Yeah.
Pineapple's delightful.
I hate pineapple.
Especially white person cut up pineapple that you get at the store that costs like $17 for a slice of it.
What is that?
I'm trying to think of what's the most popular thing that I can't get on board with. I'm trying to think. Maybe ranch?
Ranch is...
I don't understand...
Yeah.
Like they were talking about that with the Freddie guy. They were talking about ranch, the European. I don't understand why we have the need to put ranch on everything.
Some places have their own ranch that they make or whatever, and that's good. But like if you're just going Hidden Valley.
Now, did you at one time have a ranch thing? Because
probably when I was fat as hell.
Well, I feel like the ranch phase has evolved into better sauces.
Yeah.
But I think ranch has
It was a gateway sauce?
It was.
Ranch was one of the first.
It was a gateway sauce from ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
Because all they ever gave us was ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise, and everybody realized that kind of sucks, so we need something else. Let's use ranch dressing, and then that developed. I think ranch deserves a lot of credit
because
for developing the sauce sort of the sauce game.
Yeah.
That exists today.
You're onto something because
it's a pioneer.
The other thing that I think is Bush League is ketchup. Ketchup. I don't like ketchup. There's just
ketchup's gross.
Yeah, we've moved beyond. You're right. I will ketchup and ranch walked so that my spicy aiolis can run.
That's all right.
So with all due respect, but if I go here and you're like, oh, you got to try this ranch. No, I don't.
They're the OGs.
Yeah.
Ketchup, mustard.
Yeah, no.
Well, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, I think are the OGs. Yeah. I think ranch is the gateway to what we have today, which I think ranch deserves a lot of credit. Now, it was just a salad dressing at the time.
Yeah.
But little do we know, somebody somewhere was a pioneer and said, you know what, I'm going to dip my fries in this crap.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Yeah. But now it's not because there's so many better sauces.
Yes.
There's wing sauces.
Yeah.
There's
blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Why would I get ranch when I got blue cheese right there?
All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, avocado's a good one too.
They don't like avocado?
No, everyone loves avocado, and I think avocado's like, so whatever.
I love avocado.
Now, if you mash it up a little bit, but just like plain avocado, get avocado toast, get out of here.
Let's see, where was I here? Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
A beloved St. Bernard mix from the Portland area named Georgie.
St. Bernards are great.
It's a mix. So he doesn't really look like a St. Bernard?
Yeah. Where do I find Georgia? What news site are you looking at on here?
I don't know. KGW.
I was just on KGW. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's on there, bitch. Go look again.
I'm looking right now.
He was bitten by a rattlesnake.
Oh.
In the gorge.
Freaking rattlesnakes.
Harrowing.
Poor Georgie.
Yeah. He will survive.
You don't really think about dogs or other animals. I mean, that's like a human problem. You don't really think about animals getting bit by rattlesnakes.
Yeah, so this was... I gotta find where it was, because you guys need to know. No, it's on Instagram. Never mind, I can't play that. Yeah, it was on some trail up there.
Yeah.
And I was not aware that we had poisonous snakes here, but apparently this is the only poisonous snake that we have.
Yeah,
this rattlesnake.
Yeah, I was under the impression too that we didn't have to worry about snakes.
Georgie spent several days recovering at Dove Lewis in the ICU, but is going to live. Keep pets leashed.
It was near Catherine Creek.
Yeah, there you go. Wherever that is.
Yeah. Well, somewhere in the Columbia River
I love
Gorge.
Catherine Creek.
Do you?
It's my favorite creek.
Can't say I've ever
It's
been.
my favorite of the creeks. It started with the C.
But I had no idea. So
In the gorge.
if I'm just over there in the gorge, I got to keep an eye out for rattlesnakes.
I guess so. I didn't know this. They say if your dog or cat is bitten by a rattlesnake, get them to emergency vet. Thank you. That's great advice.
Goes without saying.
For humans, if you're bitten, remain calm, remove restrictive clothing or jewelry, call 911. Do not apply a tourniquet or attempt to suck out the venom.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. We were talking about this, I don't know why, a while back we were talking about that, and I was always under the impression that you did do the tourniquet to keep it from spreading.
Apparently not. I don't know why. That would make sense, but they're saying don't.
Yeah, right here. The only venomous snake in Oregon, the western rattlesnake. Recognizable by a broad triangular head and, of course, well, the rattle. Southern and eastern Oregon and the Columbia River Gorge.
Stupid Georgie should have heard it.
Stupid dog.
Idiot dog.
It's kind of scary.
They're eating the dogs.
Like I'm in Bend and I'm playing a golf course. I got to watch out now for rattlesnakes.
They're eating the cats.
It's one of the things I don't like about like people like golf in Arizona or down in the desert. I'm like, I'm too wayward off the tee. I won't go into scrub brush.
Oh, that'll get you to tighten it up.
I won't go.
They're eating the pets.
I hit that ball. They're like, hey, it's right there. I'm like, no, that's in the scrub brush. I'm dropping one right here, bitch. Because we know when you're going through there, you see the snake holes. No.
So they had to get this dog over to Dove Lewis. That was like an hour and a half away to get there.
I would assume. I mean,
well,
what are you going to do? You can't just let your dog die.
Well, I thought maybe.
I bet that's a hell of a vet bill, though.
I thought maybe there would be an emergency vet closer.
Oh.
But they went all the way into Dove Lewis, which is in Portland.
Let's play the fun game of what's that vet bill?
Oh, dude.
Because you can go into a vet with the most minor thing in the world and with your dog, and you walk out of there like, that'll be $900.
I have a hot take on this. And I have some experience with this because of, as you know, Molly Tenji's.
Yes.
I think it's worse if you don't know what happened.
Because
they have all the diagnostics. The diagnostics is a couple $1,000. Like, well, we don't know. We have to draw blood. We have to do an X-ray. We have to do this. This they knew exactly what happened. So I would imagine it's actually. I'm going to say $5,000.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 5 digits. For that reason.
I don't know. I'm looking up the cost of anti-venom right now. A single vial of rattlesnake venom goes between $2,500 and $15,000.
Oh. But did they give him anti-venom?
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming so. The dog lived, so I'm assuming it's anti-venom.
Can you live without anti-venom from a snake bite?
You can, but I don't think you do. If you go to the hospital, they're giving you anti-venom.
Yeah, it does say that she got anti-venom and intravenous fluid. So yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Might be 5 figures.
So I don't know about obviously dogs, but for the human, the average cost of a hospital visit for a rattlesnake bite goes anywhere from $50,000 to $120,000.
Dove Lewis did not give an estimate of Georgie's hospital bills.
I got a good idea why. And you're so right. You go to the vet. Well, we think it's this, but
we don't know.
We want to rule out these 9 other things. Therefore, unless you're a terrible person, $3,000 worth of tests.
And then once we figure out what it is, then we'll give you a treatment plan, which is another $3,000.
Yes.
And then, oh, by the way, the overnight stay is $3,000.
Yes. I once went to a vet because
then the pain, and then the pills afterwards, the medication, $2,000.
I once went to a vet because my dog was like almost 13 years old, clearly was not in good shape. And I went and was like, hey, is there any way we can just get some pain meds? Like, I know the dog doesn't have much longer. And they told me they had to run a series of tests to determine what pain meds she could handle. And I'm like, well, she's dying. You told me she has cancer. And you want to run all these tests that was like $700. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And they're like, well, then we can't prescribe whatever. And so I went home. She died the next day of natural causes.
Oh, jeez.
They wanted me to spend, I was like, had I spent that money, I'm afraid I would have snapped. You know the dog has cancer.
You wouldn't be here today.
You told me the dog is dying, but you need to run hundreds of dollars worth of tests to determine whether or not she can handle the pain meds. My God, she's dying.
All right, coming up next, more work for Ken and Donnie. And hey, All right, this is in the news, June 10, 2026. 2 trampled spectators have filed lawsuits in Deschutes County Circuit Court.
I believe it's...
Deschutes. That's right, they changed it.
For God's sakes, get it right, will you?
They are seeking a total of $11.5 million against the organizers of the annual Sisters Rodeo in Central Oregon.
Seems a bit expensive. I've been to that rodeo, by the way.
Yeah, you didn't get trampled?
I did not get trampled. I did not see a bull go into the stands. But a guy sat on a horse for a little while. That happens at a rodeo from time to time. It's the big thing that happens down there. You get excited about it.
The suit stems from a June 2024 incident where a 1,400-pound bull named Party Bus jumped a 6-foot fence and charged into a packed concession area.
That can't be good. You're just over there trying to get a Tutti Frutti, a nice frozen dairy treat, and now you got a bunch of bulldog coming at you. That's not good.
It's a great name, though, Party Bus.
Party Bus. That is a great name.
That is a great name.
I think the best part of owning bulls, or any animal really, is naming it. I mean, that's just fantastic.
The event left several people injured, including broken bones and head and neck injuries. The lawsuit alleges that the rodeo organizers were negligent in containing the animal and accused the organization of inappropriately monetizing the trauma by selling Party Bus merch.
Oh. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to buy a Party Bus bull t-shirt. I mean...
Even after injuring fools?
Well, I mean...
Come on, man.
When
You're canceled.
In the Alaskan Zoo, we had a polar bear that... You remember the video of it grabbing the lady by the leg? It was like a big famous thing. Some idiot lady got too close to the polar bear. She climbed a bunch of fences, and Pinky the polar bear grabbed her by the leg and gave her for. And in the process, she lost her shoe. And Pinky the polar bear kept the shoe. And guess what they started selling? Little baby polar bear shoes. Like all the merch. So, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but that woman was stupid, so it's easier to get away with that.
Yeah.
These people were just innocent bystanders.
I know, but... If you had a shirt of Party Bus jumping the fence, Oh, yeah, I see it right here. It's actually kind of cool stuff. It's cool stuff. Yeah, and by the way, the merch is indeed of Party Bus jumping the fence. That might be poor taste.
Might be.
That might be. I'm not going to lie, though. Ooh, the video of this is... Holy cow.
Yeah, we covered it.
Yeah,
I
remember this.
It was nasty.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Party Bus, by the way, forced to retire.
Yeah.
He's no longer a show bull or whatever they call him. I don't know.
I'm going to assume that
what do bulls do? Like, what are they doing in there?
What do you mean?
What are they doing at the rodeo? Like,
people ride them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yes.
So what do you call them? Like, what is he?
Like it's a bucking bull.
Bucking bull?
Yeah.
Bucking bronco?
No, that's a horse. That's saddle bronc riding. So yeah, he's not an active
bucking bull anymore.
No, he probably just gets to hang out now and have.
He's not a pro.
Have babies. I'm watching this thing, and I'm assuming the person who gets flipped here is the one filing the lawsuit. And while it's quite bad what happened to him. Boy, the lack of awareness. Like you just decided to not move when Party Bus was coming at you?
He probably froze.
Yeah.
That's
panic.
Don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a little panic.
Would you?
Dude, I'll tell you right now that if a 14-pound pissed off Party Bus came running at me...
14 pounds.
1,400 pounds.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I can promise you that
Molly weighs 14 pounds.
I would not stand there and be like, hey, is that a bull? You're at a rodeo.
What is that coming at me?
Now, granted...
What is this?
If you're in line at the In-N-Out and someone's like, bull, and you turn around, I get there's a moment of like, whatever, but you're at the rodeo.
You know what I'm doing? 3-point stance.
Oklahoma drill.
You're taking it head on?
Let's go. This is why you train.
Dude, that lady got S-canned.
Yes.
Dude, that's brutal.
It's not good.
No, but she stood there like a goon, and the dude standing next to her also is standing there.
Well,
I mean, come on.
Wow, are you really?
He's Team Party Bus.
Are you victim blaming?
I don't want to victim blame, but like, she did not move 1 inch.
Well, she's freaked out.
Now is she old? God, I hope not. Not 1 inch? She saw that bowl coming from 30 feet and no one in her party moved. No, not an inch.
Well, maybe they're thinking that if you move, the bull will chase them.
I guess. Either way, look, they should get money. You can't be in line for some caramel corn and get a bullhorn up the shooter. You can't. That's no good. So she deserves her money, but at the same time, dude, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to, like, if you're at a golf course and someone yells 4, you gotta be ready to move.
It was crazy, that bull. So you think he'd jump into the crowd where there's a bunch of people watching the rodeo? He doesn't. No. He jumps through into like the.
He was looking for freedom.
He jumps into the area where like you bring him in. So he runs out into the foyer or like we said, the concession area.
Then he heads
and
to the
there's
parking
only
lot.
a few people out there.
Yeah.
So the 3 people that were just standing there.
Dude, that lady.
Oh, she gets absolutely trucked.
God, bless America.
More than once.
I do love that the Party Bus owner is laughing while selling Party Bus shirts, though. I mean...
And the best part about the video, well, not the best part, but one of the parts of the video that may be lost, you maybe didn't see, is the clown guy.
Yeah.
You know, the
rodeo clown.
Yeah, he goes chasing after Party Bus.
You got it, yeah.
Does he?
Well, that's his
What
whole...
the hell's he going to do?
So that's the whole point of the rodeo clown is he distracts the bull so it doesn't hurt other people.
I know what a rodeo clown...
That is his job.
I understand, but once the bull is out of the
clown's responsibility is over.
You ain't doing anything.
This is why you're not a rodeo clown. There's a code, damn it. That guy
then sue the rodeo clown. He was terrible.
That guy lives by the
this way.
That guy lives by the code of the rodeo clown.
All right, we got to go. That is in the news, June 10, 2026, brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. A few headlines are coming up next. Move over Donald Trump. Did you see who is going to be in attendance tonight for Game 4? Bigly.
I don't know.
Cardi D's?
Cardi D's probably be back there, yeah.
Well, she's not the halftime performer, so maybe not.
I think that's Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang's in the house.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're performing
They're
at
the
halftime.
halftime.
Oh, badass.
That's going to be sick, yeah.
Game 4 talk. We've got a few Blazer things as well, including we took the Moda Center renovation survey.
Yeah.
And we'll have the results. I'll tell you what Portland thinks about the Moda Center renovations. We'll get to that coming up next here on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Kansas City Chiefs. They are adding 2 years onto Patrick Mahomes' contract. It's going to be a rework contract, keep Mahomes in Kansas City through 2033. It's also going to make his contract value worth $504.7 million. That's the first contract in the NFL history to be valued at over $500 million. Center Aaron Brewer of the Dolphins, they reached agreement on a slightly less contract, 3 years, $52.5 million extension for the center. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, he expects to start in week 1 with no restrictions as he's recovering from a torn ACL from last season. Knicks Spurs game 4 in the NBA Finals in New York tonight. New York's up 2-1 in the series. Knicks 2.5-point favorites as we head into game 4. Phillies outfielder Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He'll be out for the season. He was just about to come back from an 80-game suspension for PEDs. And the NHL Stanley Cup Final, Carolina Hurricanes evened up the series at 2 after beating the Golden Knights last night 5-3. Game 5 in Raleigh, North Carolina tomorrow. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right, welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little Wednesday. You know, it's High Kick Wednesday. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
You guys forgot about that.
Yeah.
You high kicking?
I have not today. I have not high kicked. So I need a reason. Well, I mean, Stevie Fire's kid's over there high kicking.
He's high kicking everybody.
You're high kicking. I am not high kicking. I did, involving a leg. I saw a par today off an old man's leg.
A par?
A par.
Like as in a golf score?
A golf score. I was playing golf this morning with my buddy, and he was like maybe 80 yards out, and he's like, hey, I'm working on this new swing technique. He calls it the Ben Hogan. He proceeds to hosel rocket one nowhere near the green, line drive, skips off the ground, hits an old man in the leg, going to the other tee box. It bounces back into play, and then he has a buttery chip to about 4 feet and taps in for a par.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen a par off an old man, and I saw it today. I thought it may be appropriate for High Kick Wednesday, because that man kind of like, we yelled for and he turned, and he kind of lifted the leg, but he was old, so it was more of a low kick. But I did feel that he attempted to kick at the ball, and he kind of saved it. Had that old man's leg not been there, dude, that ball is gone.
That's rolling.
That's rolling.
Can you get assists in golf?
I
kind of got one.
I don't know what the ruling is. You play it as it lies, right? You ever hit an old man and just...
Yeah, no, I think you just play it where...
You just play it.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a good strategy. You put people in the crowd, you hit the ball at them, they kick it towards the green.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we
play it off the patrons.
Yeah.
On the scorecard, you know what? That's a 4 in my book.
4 with a kick.
When he hit that, I was like, dude, if you miss this putt.
You loser.
It was a great chip. I'm like, I've never seen it. The best is he's like, oh yeah, I'm working on this new swing technique. He's like, watch this. To be fair, the old man took it pretty good. I was a little worried when it hit him.
Well, it happens.
It happens.
Well,
that was my High Kick Wednesday moment.
It's nice to have you along. My name is Isaac. We are your sportsman. Big Six right over there. Look at him.
Oh,
we got Stevie Freedom, who, by the way, has bailed on his Spurs tonight. He is not betting on them.
I'm not bailing on him. I feel like this is a great New York spot, and it worries me as a guy who is very heavily invested in the Spurs.
Oh, your investment is already
Dude, you're
worrying.
so wishy-washy right now.
I'm on the Spurs.
I think the Knicks get the win tonight.
I got San Antonio.
Okay. You think it's 2-2? So you think San Antonio is going to win the whole thing?
I do. Okay. Yeah, I think in 7.
Because I feel like one of those. If San Antonio wins tonight, I think the Spurs win this series. I think that'll be crushing. You got home court, 2 of them in San Antonio, and if they win tonight, maybe there is something that San Antonio figured it out.
Well, you are right. Proclamation Tuesday, I did say the Hurricanes and Spurs were going to win the series. Huh?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
All right, I take it back. I wish watch again.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've had
now what? I can't follow you.
No one knows.
Now you're on the Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs. By
the way, they're getting points.
Yeah, isn't it like 3.5, 4.5, something like that?
It was like
2.5.
2.5.
Well, last night, again, we've had 7 games, and the final ratings, these are the highest rated since like 98.
Well, they're both great.
Yeah, these are like Jordan Bowles numbers.
Well, NBA and NHL.
NBA and NHL. The NHL is doing great. They got like 7 million. The NBA has done, what was it? I think it peaked at like 23 and some change. But we've had 7 games between the two, 4 in the Stanley Cup and 3 in the NBA, and every one of those games has been a banger.
Yep.
We haven't had a lame duck game yet.
It's great.
Yeah.
And in hockey, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sure seems like this is a wild series in the sense that I don't think that closing the gap on 3-0 leads.
It doesn't mean much anymore.
I just don't think that closing the gap on, at least from what I understand of hockey from afar, if you're up 3-0, let's put it this way, the game's over.
Yes.
Like you're not even watching.
No.
Or 4-0. One of the teams was up 4-0 and it went to overtime.
So up until this point, and it's happened twice already in this series, teams being up 2-0 at home have never lost a Stanley Cup Finals game, and it's happened, I believe, already twice. It's also, I believe, the first Stanley Cup ever where there has been 4 goals for each team scored in like every single game. I mean, this series is nuts. And by the way, they're 2 of the better defensive teams in hockey. Everyone thought this series was going to be a 2-1 sort of snooze fest, and it has not been. It has just been a series of goal after goal after goal.
Do you think it's going to be a trend, or is that just like a one-off?
Yeah,
because in the NBA, there's been numerous Game 7s where the road team has won this year in the playoffs, and usually that does not happen. Usually it's home team wins automatically, but we saw the Spurs do it.
Knicks.
The Knicks we've seen Game 7s.
Oh, Game 7.
Game 7s and in the NBA playoffs in general. Like road teams, I feel like home field or home court doesn't matter in the NBA. Where now it's like in the NHL, you're talking about these large leads. Maybe they don't matter.
This is not normal hockey, and it's awesome. It just this is.
So what's in the water? What is this? Is this bad goaltending?
I don't know, because both goaltenders are pretty good. The Vegas goaltender going into this has been great. Here's another fun.
Wait a minute. The Carolina guy got benched.
The Carolina guy got benched, and he'd been rock solid.
He hasn't been great.
No, he hasn't. I'm saying up until this point, both of these goaltenders were having great series.
Yeah.
Carter Hart, whatever you think of his his checkered past, he has been phenomenal for him. I thought he might be the difference in the series, and. There's another one. I'm pretty sure he's the first goalie to give up 4 goals in all 4 of his first Stanley Cup games. He's given up goals. And I wouldn't say neither goalie's been necessarily bad. It's just that there is scoring opportunity after scoring opportunity. I don't think any lead is safe right now in the Stanley Cup. And it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
I've said all along I thought Carolina was the better team. And through 4 games, I don't know. I mean, each one of these,
they're very close.
They're very close.
Well, if you just
lucky bounces.
If you didn't know anything about sports and just watch the Knicks and Spurs and then watch the Hurricanes and Knights, maybe this is why home field or home court and home ice doesn't matter as much. These teams are dead even.
Yes,
all 4 teams.
Sure, it feels that way.
They're the same, and so then it becomes kind of random, particularly in hockey, where some guy was falling down. He basically trips over himself and he scores the go-ahead goal.
He's 1,000 years old. He's like 37, 38 years old. Yeah, he's falling down after having a clear shot at the net. And yeah,
and then he flips it in. What is happening?
Well, and we've had Vegas win this year. Vegas won a game off of 2 of the flukiest deflections you'll ever see in hockey, and that was the difference in it. It's just it's been one of those where you can't really blink. And the NBA, I mean, think about this: if Wemby just doesn't throw that game away, this is a completely different series. And San Antonio's up 2-1. I mean, it's just this has been everything you could want, and it's cool that the numbers are backing it up. Because sometimes it's disappointing if you're a fan of one sport and you're getting these great games and people aren't acknowledging them and people aren't watching. But the numbers back this up. People are watching en masse these 2 series.
Well, yeah. Wemby's a must-see TV.
Yes.
And the Knicks, unfortunately, they matter.
No, they
that's why.
they certainly matter. If you were at all questioning the allure of the Knicks, you're not anymore. And Wemby, win or lose, but certainly if they win, he has a chance to be the most polarizing figure in the NBA, because I think he will walk away from this series with, if he wins, the hype around that guy is going to be intoxicating for some, and he will become the most hated player in the NBA for the other. I mean, already, I think there's already some of that with him. I'm allured. He has an allure to me. I can't take my eyes off of him, and I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
But there are a lot of people out there.
Yeah, we always the more success you have, the more people try to tear you down.
Yeah.
It's just age old. But I don't see how you could hate him, but maybe I guess he shoved Brunson the other night and didn't get a foul. So stuff like that. That stuff keeps happening. People are going to start bitching. But
I love that he, for all this soft European player crap, I love that he's got an edge. I love that he holds a grudge. I guess his thing with Chet, and we talked about it, but his grudge with Chet goes back to some AAU game when they were 18 years old.
Well, wouldn't you hate Chet too?
Well, that's true. Doesn't everybody hate Chet?
Yeah, you're right, Sue, because we all talk about how we want 90s and 2000s basketball where it's
You got
physical, and we get it, and then we complain, that needs to be a flagrant, need to suspend him, need to kick him out. Okay, he hit Jalen Brunson, awesome, because he doesn't like Jalen Brunson, he wants to win.
Yeah.
We want it, and then we get it, and then we all complain that we need to be more foul calls.
Is very physical.
Very physical.
And it's great. You're right. It's old school.
Yeah, it's we all wanted... Yeah, we all want an edge to it. It's getting an edge, and now we're complaining about officials. I love that anytime one of these two is bringing the ball up, literally watch, the defenders are crotch chopping them, and the guy dribbling is pushing him over with his forearm, and I love it.
Castle is nasty.
Yes,
on the defensive end.
Dude, this is fun. Let's go.
It's like Abner Uribe. You see that guy?
Abner Uribe.
He's a reliever for the Brewers.
Yeah, the Brewers reliever.
Have you seen him?
I don't know if I have.
Dude, he turned. He
struck out someone on the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, he won a game, closed out a game, and he turns to the Cardinals dugout and does 3 giant hip thrust crotch chops.
Really?
3.
I love it.
Not 2, 3.
Hey, Key and Peele, that's a penalty in the NFL. You get 2 thrusts.
It's incredible.
The third one's out.
It's so incredible. I think they benched him. I think they said, look,
he got suspended.
We can't have you closing out games now. You can't be doing that.
I think you should do more of it.
Yeah. I think bring the crotch chop
Crotch chop
back.
is great.
Look, I think we can all agree that more crotch is what this sport needs. Bring it back. When in doubt, go more crotch. I need to see dong. It's what the people demand. No dong, no believe.
So Trump will not be there tonight, but I guess the security detail will be just the same. Well, not just the same, but it will be heightened because do you know who's going to be in attendance at Game 4?
I have not seen.
Have you seen? You have not.
I have not. I don't.
Tay in the house.
Oh, I didn't
I
didn't think about that, but I guess I did see that. So that leads
Taylor Swift.
That leads to increased security?
Yep.
More than the president, yeah.
Yeah, apparently she has big time security.
So you can get Ben Stiller, you can get Chalamet, you can get Cardi B, all that, and that's fine. But Taylor Swift, really?
Well, she's a big deal.
Huh? Because I did see that she was going. I just didn't realize that was going to be. I thought we'd have some sort of political figure with the World Cup going on. I thought we'd have the Prime Minister of Malaysia or something, Zoolander style, showing up.
Now she claims to be a Knicks fan.
What?
Yes.
How is she a Knicks fan?
Well, she grew up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. She lives in Boston. She lives in like Martha's Vineyard or whatever.
I thought she lived in Nashville.
No,
she lived in Kansas.
No, she's got what's the Nantucket? She's on there.
Well,
she's
Kelsey's from Cleveland.
She's like a Kennedy. So how is she a Knick fan?
She is a Knick fan because
she's not.
Apparently, well, they listen. The internet is undefeated, as you know. They're gonna call you out on these kinds of things.
Yeah,
and they have done some. They've done actually a lot of research.
Yeah, you got to dig in.
One, J-Lo said she has spent most of her time, while she did not grow up in New York City, she has spent a lot of her time in New York City.
Well, and Jenny would know she's from the block.
Yes, and that's what she said. Jenny said.
So it's Tay-Tay from the block?
Jenny said, hey, she's not a tried and true like we are, but she's been there most of her life.
According to Google, Taylor Swift is a well-known fan of the New York Knicks.
And there is video evidence of her going to games over the years. She has that famous, I don't know if you've seen the photo. I'm sure you have, where it's her, Carmelo Anthony, and Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
And she's in the Knicks jersey with the white headband.
Yeah.
Like in basketball gear.
Yes.
There's that. That's from, her time.
Right. She's been going to games since 2014, it says.
Yeah.
The Knicks games.
There are, because, your Tay-Tay, they document everything.
It is true.
Photos. She has been to many Knicks games.
So she's going Knicks, huh?
So she will be there tonight.
So I'm guessing
with friends, not with Travis.
So I'm guessing she will be front row because, well, it's Tay-Tay.
See, I don't know. I think she'll be in a suite. I think she likes to be out.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, I think
Madison Square Garden, her little skinny butt's going to be down there on the front row.
I don't know.
Should we place a bet? A little Kelsey bet on this?
I don't know. That's a good one because NFL, she's not sitting outside.
No.
But this is indoors.
And it's Madison Square Garden.
Oh, there's Adam Sandler.
She'll be down front. The Sandman.
Yeah. There are.
He's a big basketball guy. I don't know if he's a Knicks fan.
Of the old photos of her, she is courtside in
Yeah.
most of the photos of her at Knicks games.
Yeah. She'll be down there.
But other times she's in suite. So
Why would you want to go to an NBA Finals game and sit up in the Trump suite?
Well, probably because she's Taylor Swift and she wants to be left alone. And she just wants to be with her friends, But we'll see. Game 4, only the second time in finals history the road team has won the first 3 games of the series.
Have we ever had someone go? Well, actually, we did, right? Because we did have the. I was going to say that the road team. I was in baseball, right? I think the Nationals, when they won their World Series, that was the road team won every game.
Well, if it's only the second time in NBA history, NBA Finals history, the road team won the first 3 games. It's only happened, obviously, twice. Now, I don't know if it happened in either of those series. The first series, I don't know if they won the 4th game on the road.
That's why it leads me to believe that the play tonight is the Knicks.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that this doesn't happen.
A small sample size, but the Knicks' production is dropping with Jalen Brunson on the floor.
He is not having a good series.
Some numbers. The team shot 53% before the finals. They are shooting 42% in the finals. The team shot 42% from 3 pre-finals. This is all with Brunson on the floor, by the way.
Yeah.
42% from 3 pre-finals. They're shooting 34% in the finals. Brunson shot 49% before the finals, and he is shooting 37% in these finals.
Well, without Brunson's game 1 performance, and that was really like the last 4 minutes where he decided to go superhero, he has not been a factor in this series. In fact, he's been pretty poor. Those numbers back it up. And I just think San Antonio has done a phenomenal job. They're not doubling him. They're throwing different bodies at him, bigger bodies, and I think they're bothering him. Oh, and yeah, by the way, there's a 7'5" alien and little Brunson's, baby scoops. You got to throw that thing to the top of the backboard. They've done a phenomenal job. But it also makes you wonder, is Brunson due for the FU game? I'm going off for 40. I find it hard to believe you're going to keep Brunson down the entire series.
So that will get underway here within the next 15 minutes. We're going to move on to some Blazer stuff coming up next. The latest on the coaching search. And I went and took the Moda Center renovation survey.
I saw some of the results of it, but I did not take the survey myself.
So I went and took it. And I gave him a piece of my mind. Said, get this S done.
Said, you let him know what's up.
I did let him know what's up. And it sounds like a lot of other people have too. Although, at the end, after you're done with the survey, it gives you the results. Mm-hmm. And I took screen grabs of the results. I'm going to tell you how it's going.
Yeah, and it's early.
It is early.
It's early.
There's not that many.
No.
There's thousands, but not, tens of thousands.
But you also wonder how many people are actually going to go do that.
Exactly.
And that's my concern, is that a lot of the crunchies are going to be the loudest ones on this. So I think it is important for some of the sports people that care, and the people that care about the health of the city should also speak up.
Well, like you said, even if you just don't get a lot of people that go do it because they're just like, whatever, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I wonder how much they'll weigh this. It's like, how many do you need to take the survey for you to take it seriously?
Yeah.
Is 5,000 enough?
Yeah.
Is 10,000 enough? Do you need at least 100,000 before you even take it?
Yeah.
I mean, I
don't know. It's a city of 2.5 million people.
Right.
And I hope you're not taking 6,000 people and that's your...
So what's the number?
How about the city council just grow a set and make a decision? How about that?
So we will get to that coming up next in the Malfunctioning Epiglottis.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Kansas City Chiefs. They will be adding 2 years to Patrick Mahomes' contract. The rework contract is going to keep the quarterback in Kansas City through 2033 and brings up the total contract value up to $504.7 million. It's the first contract in NFL history to be valued at over $500 million. While center Aaron Brewer and the Dolphins reached agreement on a slightly less contract, 3 years, $52.5 million extension for the center includes $37 million guaranteed. Packers got some good news. Tight end Tucker Kraft, he expects to be starting in week 1 with no restrictions as he's still recovering from the torn ACL he suffered a season ago. Game 4 in the NBA Finals in about 10 to 15 minutes right now in New York. Knicks up 2-1 in the series over the Spurs. Knicks right now 2.5-point home favorites. Phillies outfitter Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He will need surgery. He's out for the season. And the Hurricanes even up the Stanley Cup final last night, beating the Golden Knights 5-3 in Vegas. Game 5 tomorrow in Carolina. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
This
All right, it's time for the epiglottis, and it continues to malfunction.
Nah.
Yeah.
Got some Blazer stuff here.
Yeah, I got some little Blazer news.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know if you saw this, but apparently there was something floating around over the weekend that the Blazers got KD. Did you see anything about that?
I saw that come across my timeline, and I didn't give it much.
Yeah.
I never saw it from like an account that I actually trust.
Obviously fake news.
Yeah.
There was also a report, not a report, but fake news that KD had been dealt to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Over the weekend. None of that true, although he might get traded.
I don't think Houston wants anything to do with him at this point. That's obviously isn't going anywhere, but I mean, take KD at your own peril. I mean, since he left Golden State, I mean, they did have that one in when he was in Brooklyn where he was a toe away from doing something. But I mean, KD's still really good, but he's meant nothing on the last 4 teams he's been on.
How old is he now?
He's probably 36, 37 would be my guess.
Yeah, 37.
Yeah, it has not ended well the last couple spots there for old Kevin Durant.
No, it didn't end well in Golden State. And then it ended terribly in Brooklyn, ended awful in Phoenix,
well, he's the worst.
Ended awful in Houston. And then he had that whole thing where him and his teammates and that. I mean, look, the guy still gives you 26-5-5. Don't get me wrong, but if you're building him around the centerpiece of your team, you know, at this point, I don't know what you're doing.
Would you rather, this is going to sound like a dumb question, but
Yeah.
would you rather have Kevin Durant or 33-year-old Anthony Davis?
I think I'd rather have 33-year-old Anthony Davis. And that's saying something because Anthony Davis is always hurt and Kevin Durant has been somewhat durable.
Well, no, Kevin Durant was second in the NBA in minutes last year.
Yeah, I mean, he played a bunch.
At his age.
I just, you know, at some point, 37, 38 years old, like not everyone's LeBron. And KD has been durable.
He was great last year. His
Yeah.
numbers were incredible. 52% shooting, 41 from 3. Like, he is still efficient.
Yeah, but what's his deal? I mean,
he went to a team in Houston that we thought was good. I get that Phoenix thing was ill-conceived, but Phoenix still had a good roster. I mean, the Houston team was supposed to be a top 2 team in the West. And I guess it's not necessarily his fault that thing blew up, but Boy, he certainly seems to be at the center of a lot of crap. But I guess Anthony Davis does too. So I don't know. I guess I would just lean towards give me the younger player. Is when you turn 38, I mean, this was like the idea that Golden State is trying to go after LeBron. I don't know if you saw that too. Golden State's making the push to LeBron. And it's like, if you go out and get him, your 4 best players will all be 36 and above. It'll be like 37, 36, 37, 39, and like 41. Like that's, as Chuck says, you don't win titles in that. So if you're a team that needs an ancillary piece, I think you would love to have Kevin Durant. Like if you're if you're one small piece away, but if you're counting on Kevin Durant to be a focal point at his age and the way it's gone these last couple years, but I guess I view the Anthony Davis the same way. There this weird thing that we have in the NBA where you're such an elite player, but I don't think you can be a building block. I really think you need to be a cog at this point in those guys' career.
Yeah, he seems kind of toxic at this point.
A little bit.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah. And he's
Davis,
never happy.
And Davis is, exactly. And I think he just causes rifts. Like something's up with him. And guys don't like him.
But Anthony Davis is just in street clothes the entire time.
That's right. But he's also not, Davis isn't a pain in the ass. He's just hurt.
He's just hurt.
You just have to take that for what it is. And he's 4 years younger. I don't know. Anyway, there was this guy by the name of Evan Sidery. I assume he's some sort of NBA scribe. He was talking about Anthony Davis being a realistic option for the Blazers, and he asked, would you trade Shaedon Sharpe and Jeremy Grant for AD?
I mean,
I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant is whatever. I
think they're both
He's
whatever.
just a salary, and Shaedon Sharpe's young, but again, whatever. So if you're going to tell me that we're on some sort of new timeline, yeah, I'll take a run at Anthony Davis because I don't think you're losing anything. What sort of value does Shaedon Sharpe have on the open market? Does he really go back and bring you anything of great certainty? So the idea that you can get Anthony Davis, it's just Anthony Davis, I looked it up. So 2023, he played 76 games, and since then it's been 51, 42, 9, and 20. Boy, that's worse than I even thought. Dude, that's rough. And at the age of 33, you don't get healthier. That's brutal. That is a brutal, brutal stretch.
Coaching search update from Jake Fisher.
Yeah, it was real quick. Durant, the last 3 years, 75, 62, 78.
He's been relatively healthy ever since that Achilles tear he had of the Warriors.
Well, I wouldn't say that. So since the Achilles tear, 35, 55, 47, 39,
right.
8. And then the last 3 years, believe it or not, he got healthier at 35. He had like a 5-year stretch there where was Anthony Davis. But 75, 62, 78, Anthony Davis hasn't sniffed that.
You're right. I keep thinking the Achilles was 4 years ago.
No, the Achilles
was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2019, 2020.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Before that, he was extremely durable. Anthony Davis has never been durable. So maybe the correct answer is Durant. Look, I think that might be one of those, choose your gun, right? Like you're probably going to shoot yourself in the foot. It's just how do you want to get shot?
How do you want to die? Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
So Jake Fisher is noting that the coaching search for the Blazers, it is down to 3. We all know that.
Yeah.
Or at least that's been widely reported. But apparently it's slowing up due to Tom Dundon's Stanley Cup run.
Yeah.
That is what is holding up.
Well, he is kind of in the middle of something.
He definitely is, and he's very hands-on.
Yes.
I guess he's right in the middle of all this stuff.
Well, the one I read today is that the Bulls are trying to get Thiago to say, screw the Blazers, come with me. And the Blazers are like, no, let's stick around till we finish this process. And I read today that they're selling that on the Blazers have a better future than the Bulls, and that they're willing to commit longer than Chicago is. So I'm assuming the money can't be much different, and they're saying they're willing to commit longer and have a better future. So
is he the guy then?
It certainly feels like that is, if Chicago is trying to hire him, and if you believe the report that they are trying to actively not have him go, that would lead me to believe that he's the leader in the clubhouse. And he did a nice job for him this year. So after all that hemming and hawing and saying that he wouldn't take the job and he's insulted and all this, it sounds like I think the betting odds right now are Thiago's going to be the coach. And could anyone be upset about that?
No.
No.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
And if they hire the other guys, it'd be fine too.
Yeah, fine too.
I don't know.
I don't think if you end up with either one of these, you're going to be
hot take.
Yeah, you can see him winning this game. You can see him losing this game. But I just
guy made a career off of that.
I can see them winning this game. I can see them losing this game.
But it sure sounds like, if you to believe the reports, that Thiago is probably the leader in the clubhouse.
So I took the.
But it is weird that, like, I know you're in the midst of the Stanley Cup, and I've been very pro Dundon, but like you can't hire a coach because Tom Dundon is not going to be the one to like. His whole thing is that he allows other people to do their job, and then Dundon signs off on it. Like,
well, I guess he's pretty involved.
Hire your coach.
Well, Dallas hasn't.
Yeah, Chicago hasn't.
Chicago hasn't. So I mean, it's
not out of the ordinary.
There's no rush.
No, just weird that the Stanley Cup would keep you from being involved in it.
Right. The thing is I think the question always was like, Joe Cronin, is he safe? And I think this is safe to say he is safe, and he will be the GM because coming into the draft, going into the draft, you don't need to have your coach if you really didn't want to.
Cronin ain't going nowhere.
Cronin's not going nowhere. And so I think that's the thing is, you would love to have a coach going into this draft. It's not a necessary thing because Cronin's building that roster, and you find that coach to fit that roster.
Yes.
You guys both said that with terrible grammar. I just want to point that out.
Well, I kind of did it on purpose.
Yeah. And then he followed suit. He was like, he ain't going nowhere. Or no, you said ain't going nowhere. He said he's going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's just my Portland
accent.
accent.
That's how we talk, man.
That's my Portland accent.
That's
you guys are
Milwaukee,
baller.
man.
Like when you really want to send a message, that's what you do. You say ain't. That ain't going nowhere.
Dude, I'm trying to get over to Milwaukee. I can't right now. They won't let me in.
Dog, we don't want you.
They're like, no, it's Milwaukee OGs here, bitch.
So I took the Moda Center renovation survey.
Yeah, the was it Oregon Sport or Sport Oregon? They're bombarding people with those emails and good, saying, hey, we need to hear from people. And I do think it's important that Sport Fan, for once, doesn't lay out on this and actually lets the city council know, don't F with this.
So there's several questions on there, and you can comment, which I did, and I gave them a piece of my mind to get this done. And it sounds like, I mean, they do have a sampling of a lot of the comments on there. You'll see when you go in there, if you go in there. And a lot of people are writing them about this.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they showed me just those comments because the algorithm that's also what I commented.
Sure.
But I took a screen grab of just a few of the main questions.
Mm-hmm.
The first question is, they ask you, how important is it for the Moda Center to be renovated? And it goes from 1 to 5, 5 being very important, 1 being not important. And they have, I guess it's number of votes, 2,012 votes at 5, or very important, 1,806 votes at 1, not important.
Not important.
So it's very split.
Yes, and that's why I'm guessing for the most part, I think you could do this over a large section of the city. If you took 500,000 people, right, that live in the city and surrounding, just Portland Metro, I'm guessing that you would probably get within 4 or 5 points of each other, because I think that there are going to be a group of people that are very Portland, that keep Portland weird, folks, and they're going to say, F you, I don't give a crap about that building, I don't watch sports, I don't go to those concerts that go there, I want nothing to do with this, how dare you, we're not taking a dime of this money. They're going to be that. And there's going to be the whole other section that are like, we own the building, you can't lose the Blazers, it would be a death blow, we desperately need this renovated, we're going to have to renovate it either way. It could be a focal point to kind of energize the city with development around it. And I just think those two people you're not going to convince it. And I think it's going to be pretty close to a 50-50 split.
The other problem too is there's a lot of people that do like the Blazers or do go to concerts, but say that arena doesn't need to be renovated. It's still in good shape.
Yeah. Oh, it is definitely not.
But a lot of people think that because they just think, they don't really care. They don't see other arenas around the world, around the United States, and it needs to be renovated.
They actually put in there, I think it was from this, or maybe it was from another story I was reading, some of the things that this money would go towards. Like, it's not just luxury suites and better food.
No,
it's things like. Where would I put that? There it is. Major plumbing upgrades are needed.
Yes.
Aging elevators need to be replaced. They have stained seats, cracked concrete, corroded steel. It needs major fire alarm upgrades, and it even has uneven aisle stairs.
Yeah, this isn't a case of you can let it. They are going to renovate this one way or another because you own it.
But I think, yeah, exactly. The point is like it's not just, oh, it's fine. We have to let's just make it nicer. No, it is falling apart.
Yes. That's what happens when buildings are 30 plus years old.
Yeah, 31 years old. All right, so I'll get to the other screen grabs coming up next. The most alarming one is when they're asked what upgrades are most important, but also how important. Now, do you support the city of Portland contributing up to $120 million?
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
So that is next in Pierre Palazzolo.
Fan.
Okay, you were correct. Tay-Tay is courtside.
Yeah, there's no way she wasn't courtside.
Now, she's down there by old grandpa Spike Lee.
So I can't unsee it now when you said he looks like an old grandma.
Her grandma. Spike
and that's
Lee.
all I see now. When I look at him, I just see an old lady.
Yeah, watch the lower part of your screen when they're playing. You'll see 3 girls in blue T-shirts. That's Tay-Tay and her 2 friends.
Yeah.
And their blue T-shirts say Stevie Nicks, with Nicks spelled K-N-I-C-K-S.
That's so clever.
They're so cute.
And then just to the left of them is, of course, Spike. And when he jumps up, you'll see him. He gets mad about the officials. He jumps up. He looks like your grandma.
Yes.
Jumping onto the court.
Yes.
It's really
He's
unbelievable.
wearing like a weird bucket hat, and he's got his old grandma glasses on.
Yeah, so the game is officially underway, game 4. So here are so I took that Moda Center renovation survey that the city council wants you to take. They want feedback. So I took that, And then at the end of it, it shows you the results. Now, this is just the results after I took it. I'm sure there are more votes by now. But as I mentioned, the first one, how important is it for the Moda Center to be renovated? It was pretty split, although more people said very important, but not by many.
Yeah.
The second question is, do you support the city of Portland contributing up to $120 million? And the strongly opposed group has the most votes at 2,150.
Yeah.
Somewhat opposed, 541. Neither support nor oppose, only 170. Somewhat support, 463. And then strongly support, 1,995. So there are more opposing that than supporting it.
Yeah. I would also like to point out that for 2026, the Portland City Council approved an $8.5 billion budget. And we are potentially risking the most important tenet that we have that draws more people together, more eyeballs, probably drives more commerce than anything else we have in our city, in a building that you own and needs to be renovated. And we are balking at $120 million in an $8.5 billion budget. I would also like to point out that the city didn't account for it. What was it, like $90 million that they just didn't know they had? And they were like,
then they found like $75 million.
Yeah. And they're like, this is there. And this is the amount of money that some people in our city are going to choose to draw a line in the sand. At times, we are not a serious city. We're just not.
So there are eight options on this one. It says, how important are these goals for a possible renovation? Okay. The first one, make Portland a top destination for sports, concerts, and events.
Yeah.
Stimulate the economy by providing living wage jobs and supporting local businesses.
I would think all those things are good.
Protect the city's assets by updating structural, technology, and operating systems. Keep the Trailblazers in Portland. That's its own one.
That should be.
Leverage committed public dollars from the state of Oregon toward the project.
Mm-hmm.
Seek additional private dollars toward the project. Community benefits like good jobs, public transportation, affordable access, neighborhood development, public spaces, and the right to unionize. And then the last one is provide an anchor for the future redevelopment of the lower Albina neighborhood. Which do you think of those? So you voted on which was most important.
Yeah.
Which one of those 8 do you think got the most?
Is it going to be the neighborhood?
No. The top 2 are, the top one is seek additional private dollars toward the project.
Of course.
That was predictable.
Yeah.
The second is stimulate the economy by providing living wage jobs and supporting local businesses.
Do you realize that those things are going to be independent of each other? I totally get why people are frustrated with the idea of public funds going to private enterprise. But again, you own the building and it was free for 30 plus years. You got $50 million, by the way, just on property tax from the sell of it. So you've already got $50 million in your pocket that you made from the sell of the Blazers. So that takes up almost half of that 120 right there if you applied that. I would also like to point out, in a city that has, aren't we working at like a 50 to 65% vacancy in downtown for commercial properties right now?
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
Okay. So
it hasn't bounced back.
So we don't have any business coming into the city in a big way, commercial. And I would also like to point out the city council was considering taxing vacant buildings, which, again, just stellar. So you don't have a lot of things happening right now and businesses coming in. And you are going to choose to drive away the $4 billion business that just was purchased here, and a guy who, in the same situation in his group in Carolina, invested $800 million into the arena around it in Raleigh to build an entertainment district. And he said that he wants to do it here in Portland as well. So again, over $120 million in your $8.5 billion budget, you're willing to risk driving away, at this point, the biggest investor and the biggest money that we have and the biggest corporation we probably have inside the city at $4.5 billion, we've decided that this is where we're going to draw the line.
So interesting on that one, to me, is that keep the Trailblazers in Portland finished 5th out of the 8.
See, and this is where I think this comes down to a disconnect, and this is who's taking the survey, because there are a lot of people in the city that just don't care. But there's a subsection that would be devastating. And I'm telling you, if that team packs up and leaves, welcome to being Tulsa. Nothing kills a city, but a city that is already reeling and has not come back since COVID and all the stuff we had going on, and right now is a national punchline, and you lose the only major sport team you have of the Big Four, and you lose it over $120 million, you are an irrelevant national city at that point.
You're a joke.
Yes. You're a joke.
So let's see. The next one is blah, blah, boo, ba, doo, ba, ba. If the Moda Center is modernized with a city contribution, which upgrades are most important? Voted the most was structural, technology, and operating upgrades.
Yeah.
Of the 9 items on that list, voted the least was high-end details such as suites, bars, and club spaces. Yeah. Second least was food and beverage improvements. Yeah. So no one really cares about that stuff. They care more, well, not no one, but it's just that finished last. Whereas improved outdoor plaza and gathering spaces and sustainability were in the top 3.
Yeah, and I could see where those are going to kind of be all over the map. Because again, to the average dude that doesn't care about this, why would they care about the food experience and the lines and all that? But again, if your goal is to have better experience and draw better acts and better things, not just with the Blazers, you can't just think about it as 41 dates. You need to think about concerts and other things that would come there. Like, just this idea that you're okay having a crappy building while the rest of the country has modern, nice stuff. Again, if that's your way of thinking, you cease to be a serious city.
It's a loser mentality.
It is the definition of a loser mentality.
Arena renovations often include commitments from the primary tenant to support local people and neighborhoods. What are your priorities? So this means they're asking, what do you want the Blazers to help with? Or what do you want the Blazers to do?
Yeah.
Right. Number 1, and these are things like public safety improvements, better community gathering spaces, affordable events at the Moda Center, public transportation improvements, investment in neighborhood development. Yeah. All of those things are on there.
Sure.
The top vote getter in that was public transportation improvements.
Yeah.
People don't like, well, one, the MAX train down there,
yeah.
And I'm guessing they want other options.
Because so many people here use our awesome public transit system.
Well, I think that's the whole point is they want it better.
You think that's going to be fixed with this?
Well, that's what this is the whole point. Like, you're asking the people what they want.
Yeah.
So there is an element of truth in this.
Sure.
Like, people are saying public transportation is a big problem for me,
yeah.
Or at least in this survey.
But
public transportation is a big problem for me. And it actually was the number 1 vote getter over investment in neighborhood development, which I thought would win, but
sure.
it got second. And then last was shared investment in building renovation or maintenance.
Yeah.
Which that's good.
Yeah.
Because that means, in other words, that's asking the Blazers to pay for part of it.
Pay for part of it.
And that finished 8th.
Yeah. The idea, and I go back to this is like where I think there's just such a disconnect with people saying, don't take my money. It's this idea that like you're not taking my money to pay for this. I want public transportation. So again, what is the transportation budget that we have for the amount of money it would take to improve public transit? And you're talking probably billions. Like it's this idea of, well, I don't want to spend $120 million on that because I want this stuff. That money isn't fixing that. It's the homeless thing. Well, we have homeless. Remember, that was the city council lady that said that. You really think $100 million, which, by the way, $100 million wouldn't go to the homeless. It's not like you're choosing between, well, if we don't spend $120 million on this, we give another $120 million to the homeless. How much money do we spend on the homeless? And you get nothing for it. Like, it's not changing anything. So it's like we have this weird mentality of, well, if we spend money on this, we can't spend money on that. Well, you're not spending money on that anyways, and you're not getting anything out of the money you're spending. So why kneecap yourself on something that almost every major city in the country wants, likes, enjoys, and makes the city better? And again, in a time where you need investors more than anything else in the city, you need people to believe in it. You've got a group that just spent $4 billion that says, I want to believe in your city, and we're actively trying to run them away. I want to go to one of these meetings.
Well, you should.
And get to talk to the city council.
They're in parks.
Yeah.
It should be beautiful.
I want to invite one of the city councilors on the show. I would like to sit down face to face and actually have a conversation with them.
Let's do it. Let's try to make it happen.
Yeah. Stevie Fire, I'm going to need you to reach out. See if you can get me a city council person. I would love to sit down and have them explain to me the logic behind this. I really would.
And here's the last one. How comfortable are you with each of these potential funding sources being used towards the city's proposed $120 million contribution? The winner of that was the most vote. The very comfortable votes were Spectator Venues and Visitor Activities Fund, which typically provides oversight of city-owned spectator facilities and support city travel and tourism.
Yeah.
Now, the big one there is there were 6 different options. Not contributing city funding, which could lead to the city not renovating Moda Center at this time.
Yeah.
That finished 4th out of 6.
Okay.
So
that's good.
They voted for 3 funding options.
Yeah.
They were more comfortable with 3 other funding options than that.
And again, there's ways that you can do this where, again, you can tax the stuff around the stadium. And I mean, there's ways that you can do this to try to help ease the burden. But just what percentage of an $8.5 billion budget is $120 million? I know we're terrible at math, but can someone tell me what that is? Our city's budget. And by the way, of that $120 million, you get a 20-year lease. So what, I'm not saying it's peanuts, but you're getting $300+ million from the state, $85 million from the county, and they're asking you for $120 million for a 20-year return on your investment. And what percentage of that is your budget? Because I do know that, I don't know the exact number because, again, I'm terrible at math, but I do know that $120 million of an $8.5 billion budget, by the way, that's 1 year of a budget. And as I mentioned, the 120 gets you a 20-year lease. I feel like that's like the best. Find me another investment in the city that gets you that return. 41 guaranteed dates with the Blazers, 22 dates with the Fire, all the concerts and the stuff, the investment in around the arena from the ownership group that want to invest it. And that's what it's costing you, $120 million over 20 years. I would love a city councilman to tell me what's a better use of the $120 million over that 20 years. What does that get me? Because we spent like $8.5 million on drug paraphernalia for the homeless in tents.
Somebody did the math, 1.4%.
1.4%.
I refuse to do the math.
1.4%.
I can't do it.
This is like when we argue about like the government shutdown, and they're arguing over like $200 or like $400 million, and then you realize that funds like 1 day of the government, and we're like, wait, that's what you guys are fighting over?
All right, we got to run here. When we come back, I got a few key dates I want to corkscrew in, and then we'll get into the club. But key dates with regard to the Moda Center renovations, which I think you should know. And then we'll get into the newest California gangs that are terrorizing the streets.
Is it the old people
of California? No, it's the exact opposite.
Oh.
It's the babies.
The punks.
The punks. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Kansas City Chiefs locking in with Patrick Mahomes for an additional 2 years as they rework his contract. It's going to keep Mahomes in Kansas City through 2033 and to make his value of his contract worth $504.75 million. It's going to be the first contract in NFL history valued at over $500 million. Dolphins and center Aaron Brewer, they have reached an agreement. 3 years, $52.5 million contract extension includes $37 million guaranteed for Brewer. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, he expects to start in week 1, no restrictions, as he's recovering from a torn ACL from last season. Game 4, NBA Finals going on right now in New York. Knicks up 2-1 in the series. Knicks are 2.5-point favorites going in, but midway through the first quarter, Spurs already up to an 11-point lead. Phillies outfitter Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He's going to need surgery and miss the entire season. And in the NHL Stanley Cup Final, Carolina Hurricanes evened it up with the win last night, beating the Vegas Golden Knights 5-3. So that series tied up at 2 as we head into Game 5 tomorrow in Carolina. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com. Is here now.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no, oh no.
Well, my.
Did it get you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a 20-12-5 upset.
You're a loser.
I like that you're here.
I love the 20-12-5.
Take that L on the way out.
Got my Michelob Ultra joint.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Who?
A lot of people saying Sacred Heart has diarrhea.
You're not going to arrest me. All right. Finally, the club.
It's about damn time.
No kidding.
Dude, this city council sports stuff.
It's a bunch of crap.
Got me all fired up.
Oh, by the way, I did want to tell you, here are some key dates. Was that your pirate?
No, that was my angry.
Oh, you're so angry.
Yeah. The pirate would be more of a R.
So on the Moda Center Reno crap.
Yeah.
Key dates. Okay. July 22nd is the last date that the city council can refer a measure to the November ballot, which you don't want.
No.
Because of everything we just talked about in that survey. So July 22nd is the last date they can do that. There are some city council members who are saying that that might be a good idea. Hopefully they don't do that. August 12th, the city is scheduled to vote on a term sheet, which would be the start of lease negotiations with the Blazers. Okay, that's August 12th.
Okay.
So the long-term lease agreement, if they come to one, would be presented to the city council no later than December 17th. So they start negotiating August 12th. That gives them a couple months to get the language right or whatever, figure crap out. And then December 17th. Now, if they can't get it done by the end of the year, the state funding, part of it goes away, but they can reintroduce it in the January session.
Sure.
If they get it done by the end of the year, the renovations are scheduled to begin in the summer of 2027, so next summer. And their goal would be to complete them in time for the NCAA Women's Final Four.
So it is
which is in March of 2030.
So it is on a somewhat sped up timeline, but if you don't hit those dates, it's not as if that's a crash out sort of thing.
Yeah, by the end of the year, you'll know a lot
about
how this is going. As a matter of fact, probably in the next 3 months.
I would hope so.
You'll know a lot.
Because remember, when they bought the team, they thought this was a done deal. And at least with the state, and it sounds like the county, it is a done deal. Just feels like the city is the problem.
So there's a new gang, new Hell's Angels.
I was wondering because in my neighborhood of the Olds, there's a new gang of trikes They're e-bikes, but they're trikes.
Hey.
And they're out rolling the streets.
The olds?
Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's pretty adorable. There's about 6 or 7 of them, and they're e-bikes, but I'm guessing that the balance is not there like it used to be. So they're like, think like big wheels, but motorized, and they have the little orange flags, and they ride like in 2x2 formations.
Cute.
It's pretty cute. They just cruise around. I don't know where they're going.
They have leather jackets?
No, there's a lot of sweaters. But even on warm days, there's not a lot of skin that's exposed.
Wouldn't that be cool if they start wearing leather jackets?
Dude, it would be phenomenal.
Full on grease lightning.
Yeah.
Yes.
T-birds.
Yeah. And it's not just all men. Is a mix, male, female. And the best part is, like, when they ride down the main road, they take up not only the bike lane, but like they take up basically the entire side of the street, and they don't care. Do they roll deep? And even though they're on e-bikes, I'm going to say they're going about 6 miles an hour. It's not quite rascal slow, but it's pretty slow. But they're cruising. My guess is they're going down to New Seasons, because that's where the olds hang out. They love the New Seasons.
Yeah, they say you don't want to go there at night. No. New Seasons.
It's dangerous. So when you said new gang, I was like, are we talking about the Fairway Village trike gang?
That's pretty close. So the new Hells Angels in California are the rich teens on e-bikes.
Boy, really?
Yes. Apparently, they're killing people.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean they're killing people?
Well, they're not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
But they're out of control kids on e-bikes, and they can't control the bikes at times. There are 2 instances already where they have run over old people and killed them.
Oh my God!
Yes,
they've killed old people.
Yes.
Well, those e-bikes can.
They get cranking.
They can go.
Yes.
Yeah.
An 81-year-old was allegedly killed in Lake Forest after a 14-year-old crashed into him.
Yeah.
Because he was doing wheelies. In Yorba Linda, a 12-year-old was critically injured while riding a.
That's not funny. I should not laugh, but
e-bike.
It's a little like, oh my God, that's a real thing?
Yeah, apparently they're terrorizing neighborhoods.
Oh my God.
And they wear like dirt bike gear and crap.
I have seen I didn't know if they were e-bikes. So sometimes when I'm out riding the motorcycle, you'll roll up on a light.
Look at Grandma Spike.
Oh, she's adorable. Maybe she's in the trike gang. But you roll up to a stoplight, and if you roll up next to another person that's on a motorcycle, you usually just go side by side. You don't stack behind them, right? Like you just pull up side by side. And you see them from behind, and you think it's just like a little motorcycle, but when you pull up next to it, you realize it is a kid, and they're on, I guess they're e-bikes, but they're like, it looks like almost a scooter e-bike sort of thing, but there's little pedals, but they don't pedal. Yeah. There's like foot pegs, and it is kind of funny because you do encounter those quite a bit, and I will say they've got some, like, off the line. It's kind of cute when they think they're going to race you, but they do kind of, those things hum a little bit. I bet you they go, probably 35, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, apparently down there, they're a mixture of powerful e-bikes and illegal dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And
I'm assuming if you got hit with one of those, that would be bad news for anybody.
They're taking over streets and they're doing tricks. It's like the car, the cars show up.
Yeah, the car shows.
Do this. Well, not car shows, but like, what do they call the?
Yeah, where they do the donuts or whatever.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Like they do in Vancouver. They do like street takeovers down there.
Yeah.
At night they all get together and it's like it's a big powwow.
That's what they're doing.
Wow. Is that, if you're a kid, is that like badass? Or are you like
I think they think they're badass.
You're the badass of the streets?
But how many kids don't think they're badass when they're doing something super stupid?
Yeah.
Because they're kids. They don't know the difference. I mean, you probably did. We all have that moment.
You do dumb stuff.
Yeah. And you think you're cool doing it?
I'm just not certain I would ever think that like an e-bike would be.
Like I had the cops show up at my door in Salina one day.
Yeah.
Because I brandished a BB gun.
Yeah, pellet gun.
And I thought it was so cool.
Yeah. You're still an idiotic, a moron.
And they were like, "Where's your gun?" I'm like, "I don't have a gun."
I got this Red Ryder.
Yeah, we have reports of you flashing a gun.
What would you do if
it was in my car?
Can you imagine like if Molly Tenji's got killed because some punk kid ran her down on an e-bike?
I didn't tell you this, but I shot the cop.
He took him out.
I wouldn't be. I'd sue the parents.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta have rich parents, right?
I'll bet you that if in California and that's going, I bet you that is one of the more frustrating things because no one probably takes it seriously. But the idea of having some like 14-year-olds like destroying your, like that would be hard.
Well, the hard part is like it's technically not illegal.
Yeah.
They're just cruising around like we did on our bike.
Sure.
But they're
I mean, our bikes
doing wheelies.
Our bikes didn't go 40 miles an hour.
And they're running over old people.
Wow. I can't believe they killed 2 people.
And apparently in Oceanside, a rider fled from police in a chase that reached speeds up to 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, I said some of those things got get up and go.
And in Huntington Beach, a man was attacked after riding his scooter through a crowd of more than 100 young e-bike riders. So they're a gang. They're gangs.
That's 100?
100 of them, yeah.
Yikes. Gee, you imagine you're on your little Vespa.
I tell you what, those e-bikes are great, though.
Really?
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
Oh, you have one?
Well, we don't have them, but we rent them from time to time when we're like down in San Diego.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of an actual bike?
Well, yeah. I don't want to go bike. I don't want to go biking.
Oh.
But I do want an e-bike. Like it's totally different. 2 totally different things.
I guess I've never understood the allure of the e-bike.
Well, you get to cruise around. You're outside. You get to cruise around on the streets.
Yeah.
You know, stop and go. You don't have to look for parking. Like you're just cruising around downtown or Coronado Island or whatever, and you don't have to worry about the exercise part of it. It's great.
I guess that's the difference. If I'm going to ride my bike, there's a health component to it, and if I'm not, why wouldn't I ride like a scooter or a motorcycle as opposed to an e-bike?
Yeah, well, I think you got to get over the health component.
You got to take that out of it.
Well, yeah, it's just a bike.
But you still pedal, so you think you get some exercise, or do you just put your feet up and go?
No, you get some.
You get some.
You don't have to. You don't have to be in turbo mode. The whole time.
I've never really been on an e-bike.
So you do pedal, but you don't get. I mean, you get maybe. I mean, we rode all the way down the Embarcadero in San Diego. Like, dude, we rode miles.
Yeah.
And afterwards,
you're not tired or anything.
I mean, I was a little tired, but I would say it's like maybe 20% of normal.
Yeah, I guess.
You know?
Yeah. I just would always be like, if I was going to do that, I would just get an actual motorized vehicle as opposed to just being on a bike. Because on those bikes, you can't be on the sidewalk or anything. Anyways, you still
can.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are some areas. It depends on where you are. But there are some areas. And look, when you're in a gang, you can do whatever you want.
I guess. I'm saying like the street takeovers. Yeah, he said like, this guy did street racing, but it wasn't in popular.
On e-bikes?
No, I guess he was like the street takeovers are real. Like people do them with race cars, people do them with motorcycles, and now people are doing them with e-bikes. But I get it. Like I find it fascinating because like the whole street culture with like with cars and motorcycles, I get. But the idea of rolling up to a street takeover on an e-bike seems very like so lame. You're like, yeah, I'm rolling up on my badass e-bike.
Not unless I have my leather jacket with my
right
Hell's Angels patch on it.
Right. It's like
my dirt bike helmet.
That seems a little odd that you're just like you're literally on a child's toy. Like, yeah, this is hard. I don't know, that seems like an odd flex, as opposed to like you mentioned, like if you show up to Sturgis, like I would love to see those kids roll up to an actual motorcycle ride, like on their e-bikes. Like, what's up, boys? Sort of gang you in. Check this out.
Phil's got some room for some e-bikes.
I will say the vast majority now when I ride around, because I don't ride in Portland anymore. But when I ride around Vancouver, I would say that more than half of the bikes I see on the road are e-bikes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the other thing, too, is like if you look at who's on the e-bikes, it's really good for old people. Like you were talking about the old people heading to new seasons.
Yeah, they're on trikes.
Dude, I mean,
they probably can't get their own bikes.
Otherwise, they're not getting there.
Yeah.
Unless they're driving.
Yeah.
And some of them can't drive.
I don't think. When you see these people, I'm saying the average age of the trike gang in my neighborhood is probably 75. I don't think they're driving.
I mean, I saw an old fella on an e-bike the other day. I was like, man, that's awesome. And then I looked and went, oh, it's an e-bike. But then I went, no, wait, that's still awesome. He's out there pedaling around. You know, he getting to where he wants to go. It's good. It's a good thing. E-bikes are great.
Yeah. But I guess that's my thing is I feel like there'll be a time in my life for an e-bike, and 48 is not it. I think I would feel bad. I would feel guilty about being on an e-bike.
Well, it depends on what you want to do. Like, we went on a pub crawl one day around San Diego.
Can you get a DUI on a...
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Oh.
But we wwere just going, just sightseeing, like doing different things. Let's go to this bar. Hey, let's have lunch here, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's way better on an e-bike because now if you're on a regular bike, it's like actual exercise. You're like, you don't want to have a drink.
I guess that's not any different because I've rented the Lime scooters in Portland. I mean, I guess that's the same
idea.
That's the same idea.
Yeah, it's just bulkier.
Yeah. And my buddy down in Bend, him and his wife, because they live on a golf course, and he gets them and they ride to like what's the amphitheater down there? The whatever that is.
The Hayden Homes?
Hayden Homes.
Amphitheater?
And I want to say it's probably like 7 or 8 miles from their house to that amphitheater. And and on concert nights, they obviously don't want to drive it because of traffic.
Perfect. That's a perfect
And that's
example.
too long to walk.
Exactly.
And so, they ride their e-bikes to that thing, and he claims that they love them.
That's what's up.
Is e-bikes going to kill the scooter motorcycle like pickleball did to tennis? Because you don't have to learn. There's no clutch.
Well,
is that going like anyone that would learn to ride, are they now just going to get a souped up e-bike that can go 45 or 50 and no one's like, I wonder if that has taken a big hit out of that population.
Well, they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
So that limits it right there.
But you don't need an endorsement.
Right.
And if you're never planning on going down to the coast or something, I can see the appeal of it's much cheaper, it's safer. You don't have to take a class, you don't have to learn counter steer or anything like that. I wonder if e-bikes have certainly out of the scooter market, and I'll bet you even out of some of like the little commuter bikes. Like if you lived over in, let's say you lived over like in the Hollywood district and you commuted into downtown, would it make more sense to get an e-bike as it would a Vespa or like a little commuter motorcycle?
Well, I think in Oregon, it would be an e-bike because I think the Vespa, it just rains a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the Vespa in Oregon is tough because it's in the garage half the year.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to ride in the rain. Whereas e-bike is a little bit more conducive to riding in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. Again, a little safer.
So I would just
you're
say,
not in traffic.
And e-bikes are easier to park. You don't have to ride on the street. You know what I mean? You do, but you don't. You know what I mean? You're not in traffic. If you're on a Vespa, you're in traffic.
Yeah, as opposed to this. Like I said, that's like the safer thing.
It's two different.
Because a lot of people are scared to be amongst the cars, whereas this, you're able to be off the side.
Somebody said, hey, look up the teens in Bethany area.
Yeah.
They're doing this. I just looked up the story from Coin. It says, neighbors in the Bethany area are sounding the alarm, claiming kids on what appears to be electric bikes are terrorizing people. Coin 6 News morning anchor Mia Villanueva was on her way to work Monday around 4 a.m. when she says a group of boys riding on similar vehicles threw rocks and a ball at her car.
Yikes.
She swerved out of the way and is glad other cars weren't on the road. She posted about the incident on social media.
I'll be damned.
Others have said they've had similar experiences. Bethany!
Well, and I'm looking here, and I just Googled, I said, are e-bikes cutting into motorcycles? And it says yes. They're absolutely, and there's a lot of people that are worried about it. And there's even some states, I guess California is pushing back on it. There's a recent California law that restricts fast, throttle-only e-bikes. And Washington State, my state, officially reclassified e-bikes that exceed 20 miles an hour as electric motorcycles. So they're not even counted as e-bikes anymore, which means you would have to register it and
Did
and
you
all
have
that.
Bethany as the most dangerous hood?
No.
In,
I thought it was West Lynn, to be honest with you.
In Oregon?
I thought it was wild out here in these streets of West Lynn. Apparently now, Bethany. You don't know what's happening in these streets of West Lynn. But yeah, I had no idea. Washington has now reclassified
Lake Oswego
to take care of these punk kids.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I can see you and the missus out on e-bikes terrorizing the people.
Yeah, just running over olds.
Taking them out.
Because that's our bit. By the way, San Antonio.
Yeah, kicking the hell out of them.
They are on pace to score 164 points.
It is 41-22 at the end of the first quarter.
Knicks got them right where they want them.
Oh, I guarantee third quarter this game's tied.
Oh, no way.
We'll see.
The Knicks have lost all composure.
Yeah, this is the Spurs.
Literally every play, the whole crowd and every player on the court and on the bench are yelling at the refs.
Spurs in 6.
Did you see Wemby pointing at his noggin, laughing at
I'm
Mitchell
in your
Robinson
head.
like I'm in your head? So good. All right, coming up next, let's see what we have here in the tickle trunk. tonight.
That's all fun and games to these kids in an e-bike till they piss off the wrong lunatic in an SUV. Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Just remember, if you're on anything with two wheels, don't piss off the guy in a car because you're going to lose that battle.
I have a fundraiser for an old that has gone viral. And yet another way one airline is screwing you over.
That's all of them, right?
Well, this one in particular. That's next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Kansas City Chiefs and quarterback Patrick Mahomes. They have agreed and reworked his contract, adding 2 years to the star quarterback's contract to keep him in Kansas City through 2033. The value of his contract now $504.7 million, the first contract in the NFL, valued at over $500 million. Center Aaron Brewer and the Miami Dolphins, they have reached an agreement on a 3-year, $52.5 million contract extension. Packers got some good news as tight end Tucker Kraft expects to start week 1 with no restrictions. Kraft, of course, is rehabbing from a torn ACL last season. NBA Finals Game 4, Knicks up 2-1 in the series, but right now it started the second quarter. Spurs already up by 22 points in this game. Knicks were 2.5-point favorites coming in. Philly's outfielder Johan Rojas, he suffered a UCL tear in his right elbow. He's going to need surgery. He'll be out the rest of the season. The Carolina Hurricanes even up the NHL Stanley Cup final at 2 games apiece, beating the Golden Knights 5-3 last night in Vegas. Game 5 in Carolina tomorrow. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the Georgia Coy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call Georgia Coy at warrenallen.com.
Lying about the Knicks losing their composure. One of the Knicks just leg sweeped Wemby. It was like a single leg takedown. I don't know if I've seen that.
And Mitchell Robinson just got a flagrant like 3 minutes before this.
Who was that for the Knicks?
Probably Alvarado, I'd guess.
Yeah, that's Alvarado.
Yeah, Jose Alvarado. Like he was fighting for like a rebound. He literally he falls to the ground and he turns around and grabs Wemby by the leg and dumps him.
Wemby kind of flops.
But you
can't.
No, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And now he's on the bench getting yelled at. Dude, they are melting down.
And Alvarado tried to walk over Wemby, like try to be tough about it, and Wemby just kind of tossed him off.
Dude, you are melting down in real time.
Spurs in 6.
Wow.
I actually have that bet. I made it at the start of the series. I felt like it was done, and
well, they're owning them tonight.
Dude, the New York and that crowd is silent.
Good.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Tay-Tay.
I blame Taylor Swift.
That's right.
Is that her fault? Well, now we had the Trump curse. Now we get the Tay-Tay curse.
Hey, Mo Cheeks. Ha!
Oh.
Did you know he was cashing a paycheck?
Is he an assistant coach there?
Yeah. He's with the Knicks. How about that?
You just pulled another.
Yeah. Can't believe that. That old fella.
Boy, has anyone taken more money for doing nothing than Mo Cheeks?
No. He's the king.
That's why I kind of love the NBA. No offense to coaching matters. Not always. There's some dudes in the NBA just cashing checks, and I give you Mo Cheeks. And they keep giving him jobs.
So here was a feel-good story.
We like a good feel-good story.
Yeah.
Besides the punk kids. By the way, a lot of people chiming in with the punk kids on the e-bikes. Apparently that is something, not just in the Bethany area.
A lot of people. A lot of people.
Punk kids. Is there anything worse than punk teenagers? The younger, by the way, the worse.
A lot of people saying.
Because if you think like a group of 18, 17, 16, no, dude, the group of like 12-year-olds.
Oh, see, I disagree. I think with those 16 to 18-year-olds, when they're the punks, those are the worst.
Oh, no, man. I'm going. There's nothing worse than a little snot-nosed 12-year-old kid that you know that you could just punt, but you can't. Oh, hands down. 12-year-old might be the worst human beings on the planet. Period. End of story.
What did you say?
I think the 16 to 18-year-olds are worse because they'll just dismiss you and they will just literally ignore you and act like you're not even alive because you're a boomer.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, they're a little bit more cunning.
Right.
They know a thing or they know a thing or two more than the 12-year-old.
They care about you even less.
And I also think they back down less.
You think the 12-year-old now just.
I feel like I could scare a 12-year-old. Like if I yelled, like Suk, if you yelled at my 11-year-old, he would poop his pants.
There are so many of those little kids now that realize you can't do anything to them, and they're getting more and more bold.
I agree with that, but 16-year-old is just 4 years older than that, and he's got more tools in his tool belt. Like he's been through it, and he can't be scared.
No.
He's impenetrable. He knows you're not going to do anything.
He doesn't care. He does not care.
He knows you're not going to do anything. The 12-year-old doesn't.
No.
The 12-year-old still has, a little fear poop. 16 to 18? Nah. What are you going to do, boomer?
From the mean streets of West End, what are you going to do to me, old man?
Yeah, you beat me up, you go to jail, bro.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
So this story comes with a little bit of controversy.
Okay.
We have a 21-year-old Tennessee woman who she was at a movie theater, and she saw an elderly woman working at the movie theater.
Okay.
She didn't like that.
Oh, I think I've seen this story. I think I may have seen this because that lady is old. She's got that old lady hump.
Yeah.
That lovely lady old hump that's just like she's been working in a cathedral for a while, Quasimodoing that son of a bitch.
Well, she had been there many, many years. It doesn't say how old she was.
She's old.
She's in her 80s.
She's old.
And she's still working, and it's kind of sad to see her, sweeping the floors and stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what she was doing. She wasn't even, serving popcorn.
No.
She was, cleaning. So this gal, Brooklyn Green, she's 21 years old. She's from Tennessee. She started some videos went viral. She started a GoFundMe, and she raised $145,000 for this woman, and she framed it as, hey, we need to help this lady retire. She shouldn't be working. This is sad.
Yeah.
Let's give her some money.
Which, by the way, I mean, you see those from time to time. I think those things are great. Remember, like some bus driver gets laid off after 40 years and she got nothing, so people chip in.
So she raised this in like less than 24 hours. Like everybody came to her aid and gave a bunch of money.
Dude, okay. I love this considering like all the other stuff that people donate for. I mean, like it happens all the time now where someone gets caught yelling the N-word at some kids and then they lose their job and people give them $500,000 on GoFundMe. This is a wholesome one.
So the lady, they did a whole thing where they presented her the donations at the theater. They surprised her.
Okay.
It was very feel good.
Yeah.
Well, the lady has not retired.
Oh,
she likes working.
Oh.
She just took the money.
Oh, well, I mean.
So how do we feel about that?
You can't ask for it back, can you?
No,
can you force the old bag to retire?
Well, I don't think you should ask for the money back, nor should you.
You just got to realize you just did a good thing. And
yeah, I think that's it. It's just that the way they framed it was, we got to help her retire. You didn't even ask her if she wanted to retire. You didn't even ask. You just assumed. And she doesn't want to retire, but she took the money.
Huh. Well, she wants. I mean, would anyone turn down $100,000?
No, I don't blame her.
No.
$145,000.
That's a lot of money. But at the same time, you probably should have checked with her. Hey, ma'am, because some of those old people, like, what else are they going to do?
Exactly. Maybe she's getting away from her a-hole husband.
Well, again, like, do you want to sit on the couch and rot and die, or do you want to go out and, I don't know, I can't say sweeping the floor would be my first thing, but maybe she feels empowered by it.
Well, she said she enjoys working, and she does not plan to retire. But she did thank the donors for their generosity, and she does say that she wants to use part of the money to help a local family.
And by part of that money, she means like $37. I love when people do that. Hey, I'd like to spend part of this on give it to charity. Like, it's going to be a very small piece, but it'll be a piece.
Yeah, she said retiring would have negative impact on her life.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want to do it. She's been working there. She's been a manager there for years, decades.
Wow.
So
well, good for her. Because when I remember seeing the video of her sweeping, she certainly did not look like she wanted to work. But if you ever go over to Japan, it's alarming because their olds keep working. They do not stop. So you will be in a grocery store and you will see this little shell of a peanut woman who's about 3'11", bent over, and she'll be like stocking the shelf, and it will like, you'll be like, oh my God, you can't do it. But they want to work. They keep working over there. And it's a little alarming when you first see it. Then you realize, no, that's like they want to stay productive members of society. There are a lot of countries that are like that. That the olds don't want to sit around and wait to die.
So I don't think we have. I don't think we have a villain here.
No, we don't.
But we do have some.
It's a little weird.
It's
a little weird. But once you decided you're going to raise money for someone, you don't get to decide how they spend it. It's just like you give it to them, and you got to believe that you did good and call it that. But I'm sure there's some people that are regretting I can't believe I gave that old lady money.
Well, she says apparently she helps the homeless a lot, and she's going to help. There's a family she's supporting, and she's going to use some of the money towards that.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Have you ever donated to something like that?
To what?
I don't know.
A GoFundMe?
Yeah, like a rando like that.
Oh, rando?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I don't think I've ever
I have to have a connection.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen something and been like, no offense, but an old lady like serving popcorn.
No, because I'm too skeptical of.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, this. You're like, yeah.
What is this? Yeah, this old bag. They're probably in cahoots. It's probably a scam.
This whole thing seems like a load of crap.
I'm just gonna record my mom like pretending to work at some place, trying to get GoFundMe for her.
Yeah, I wonder about that. Like,
hey mom, put this McDonald's costume on and then clean up my garbage.
Hey mom, bend over there.
I guess it is.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. The costume? Yeah. What do you call it? Work outfit?
Well, it's the uniform, but if she doesn't work there, it is a costume.
Yeah.
Uniform is the word. You're right. Uniform is what I was looking for, but I couldn't think of it, so I just said costume.
Yeah. Your working costume. The other one I don't like when I'm checking, like I went to the movies last night, speaking of the movies, go see Power Ballad, Paul Rudd, feel good movie. And one of the Jonas Brothers in it does a great job. Plays a giant a-hole. I find Paul Rudd delightful. It's a nice night at the movies.
Paul Rudd's awesome.
Yeah, like Paul Rudd. He sings in it. It's quite good.
Rock jock.
Yeah, you'll leave smiley. I don't like when they do that. Do you want to donate to the stars of? No, I don't. Stop asking me. I don't know what charity that is. I don't know anything about it. No, I'm not rounding up for that stuff drives me nuts. Do you want to? No.
I never round up.
No, nor do I. Same thing. I need to know where that's going. I'm not just blatantly giving you more money. No. I am surprised, though, the movie theater has not done the tip thing yet. It's like I keep waiting every time, like at a new business, I'm waiting for that pad to turn around and have me tip. But the movies you do not tip. And I will tell you, of the counter tipping, the movie theater employee, at least they're working the popcorn and the ticket and all that. Like, I can at least see that. Some of the other tipping things, I'm surprised the movies haven't hit you up with it yet.
Well, they probably don't care about their employees.
That's probably true.
You know? Those big movie theaters, aren't they all big, giant companies?
Yeah, this one's Regal that I go to.
Yeah, Regal's huge.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care.
But even at sporting events now, that pad flips around to tip everybody. And
I know, but I'm saying at movie theaters, they're all just giant companies who don't really care. Like, if you're at a mom and pop movie theater, right?
Yeah.
You want to keep your employees, you might set up a tip system, right? You want to get better employees. You want to do a better. But when you're Regal and you have 8,000 movie theaters all over the country, what do they care about?
Right. If you're
tips?
If someone works there, gets mad and quits, they don't care. They'll just hire someone the next day because people, some young person will just be like, I need a job.
They don't care.
We do care.
I do care.
I care too.
I don't. Wait, what are we caring about?
I don't know. Just people.
Yeah, I care about people. Some of them. Not all of them. Some of them are S-heads.
Oh, 100%.
What are you doing over there?
I was looking, someone...
You checked out on us for a second.
You
we were like, what the hell's going on with Souk?
I Googled.
Like with Sprague?
I was Googling. Someone said, did you see the kid in Texas, that Carmelo Anthony kid? The guy
I've been following that.
Yeah, so he got sent 35 years in prison.
Wait, did we just totally squirrel? We got to go. We have a...
Well, you asked me what I was doing, and I was Googling something.
I was worried about you. You went silent.
Well, someone said something.
Well, now you're on a whole other subject.
Well, for God's sake.
God bless America. We got a break.
I had to fact check.
Let's. Is that true then?
No, it does not appear.
Not true. Okay.
At least one part of it does not appear to be true.
All right. So we'll get to that next. And what was the other thing? Airline screwing you over to wrap up the show when we return.
Spurs, by the way, shooting 62% from the field and 61% from the arc. I'm guessing that's
good?
I think that's good. Possibly why they're up by 21.
Hey, it's down to 19, I think.
And they just had their first turnover 18 minutes into the game.
Whoa.
Hey, they had to call timeout to stem the tide.
They put in some big stiff we've never heard of.
Yeah, I had to turn to Stevie Fire and be like, who the hell is that? Ariel,
I want to say.
Yeah, April. Yeah,
Ariel.
Ariel. Hook Potty? Porty?
Yeah.
The hell is that?
He's like a second-year guy.
Yeah.
He's one of the two-way guys.
Hey, I glanced
That's
up.
basically the Blazers. If Klingon got in foul trouble, Rob Williams got in foul trouble, you put Young Hansen out there. That's what it is.
It's not good in an NBA Finals game when you look up and have to ask, who is that?
No, that is never a good sign.
Hey, he's a spark. They've rattled off 4 in a row.
Yeah. Well, he does have
since
two.
He came in.
Well, I know he has 2 minutes and he does not have a single stat line.
Well, but he's
plus 4.
He's plus 4.
He's like, take me out, coach. Dude, I'm having a great stat line here.
You think that guy, is that a case like the Mason Plumlee where he got caught with no socks on?
There's no chance he thought he was playing today.
Yeah. We had a guy when I was at BYU, and he never played, ever. And we went into the half, and he put a Snickers bar in his thigh pad. Because you go into the half, and like you can see where they have like the post-game meal. So he got into one, and he took a Snickers bar, and he stuck it in where his thigh pad should go. And it ended up being a blowout, and like 2 guys got hurt, and he had to go in on like a PAT or a field goal or whatever. And he was like, damn it. So like he hadn't played all year. So they ran him out there, and we screwed up because everyone backups in. We screwed up the snap or whatever, and it turned into a big hodgepodge. And he got the Snickers bar mashed. So he came off the sideline.
He's all mad.
And he had a pair of white pants on, and it was like starting to bleed through, and his Snickers bar was all mashed. He was so upset. He didn't care like that he played. He was upset that his Snickers bar got ruined, and it looked like he had doo-doo on his leg.
I remember my last baseball game in high school. I was a junior on the varsity team, and I'd started every game, but we had a couple seniors that were outfielders just like me, but they were on the bench, so I thought we were out of the playoffs. We had no reason to play or win.
They're doo-doo.
And so I thought, you know what? I'm probably not going to play today, and so we stopped at like 7-Eleven for the game. I bought a couple snacks, bought some seeds. I was excited. I was going to keep score. Like I was going to do the scoreboard, the little... just keep score for the coach.
Yeah.
No, he stuck me out there, started me. I was so pissed.
What an ass.
There is such an awful feeling
when last game ever.
When you have convinced yourself that you're not going to play and they put you in with like 4 minutes to go. As a lineman, you are so pissed. You're like, what the? Why? What am I doing? Just leave me on the effing. I don't want to be out here.
That's the whole Mark Titus thing with Club Trillion. He tried to go out there and tried to get no stats. That was his whole thing. He'd run around to get a trillion.
It's not good when it's the first half and you're playing a guy I've never heard of.
Look at that guy tying Wemby up.
Look at the effort.
He's tying up Wemby.
What if he makes Wemby his
What
bitch?
if this guy's the answer to the whole series?
Yeah. April O'Neil out here.
I tell you what, he may have earned minutes for Game 5. Like, I'm not joking.
What? Why?
Because he's played well for 3 minutes.
He doesn't have a single thing.
You change it up. You change up things. Dude, Mitchell Robinson stinks.
Dude, if he wins this tip against Wemby.
Oh, he won.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Ariel.
Dude, Ariel is the key. And bury another 3.
These guys just chucking.
God, the Spurs are just
they're nasty.
Wearing that ass out. Remember when I said it would be tied somewhere in the third quarter? When is retraction Thursday? Because I'm going to need it.
Tomorrow.
Hey, I tell you what, this game has a lot of gobble potential, though.
Yes, it does. Oh, God, I need to look at the live line.
A lot of gobble potential.
I'm on my way right now. I'm going to see how many points I can get.
I don't know if you want to. I'll be honest.
Oh, 16.5 right now.
Ooh, that's a little low.
I'm not touching that. I thought I'd get at least
24.
I thought I'd at least get 20.
Yeah, 20, you start thinking about it.
Yeah.
16.
I thought the Gobbler was about ready to do something, but you're giving me 16? Nah. You can get the Knicks plus 800 on the money line right now if you want.
That's not high enough either.
No. I'd rather donate to a GoFundMe.
I'm going to start my own GoFundMe. Can I start a GoFundMe just to be awesome? Like, I want to do cool things, so can you just give me money?
Yeah, I want a cool leather jacket.
Is there such a thing as a cool leather jacket?
I don't know, back in the 80s and 60s, I guess.
Rob has a leather jacket.
No, I sold it.
You sold it.
Yeah. I never even wore it.
Boy, there are two types of people in this world. There are men that can wear a leather jacket, and there's like 6 of them, and then everyone else.
I bought one, and I thought it was super cool, and I never wore it.
No.
It was one of those things where you put it on, it's like, this doesn't work. And so I never wore it.
Yeah.
And then I sold it for a good chunk of money.
Someone bought it?
Yeah, it was a nice one.
But I'll tell you what, there may not be a riskier, like, I'm not talking Cam Newton, like, normal stuff, there may not be a riskier move than being a middle-aged guy that decides to wear a leather jacket. That's
I was in my 20s.
Yeah, you're in 20s.
Because that's an identity changer.
It is. You become leather jacket guy.
But they were in for a while.
Yeah.
It was cool to have one. So I bought one, and I found out it wasn't that cool.
Did you know immediately? You're
yeah, kind of.
Like you got home, you're like...
every time I tried, and then I'd look at it and be like, God, I don't... Yeah. You know, it's like that hat you put on, that Stetson hat.
Oh, yeah.
You tried it on, you're like, I can't pull
That's
this
just me
off.
when I wear any hat. I'm like, yeah, it's going to look cool. I don't look good.
This is the one that's going to finally do it.
I hate it.
Dude, we've all been there.
If you put a GoFundMe, because I saw some guy with some decal on his car the other day.
Yeah.
For his business.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you just put it on your car.
Yeah.
And you put a GoFundMe, like one of those magnets on your car door.
Yeah.
And it just said, I don't know, you were honest. Like you're not ripping people off. You're just saying, hey, here's my GoFundMe, trying to be awesome.
Yeah.
Don't check the GoFundMe in a year.
Is there any money in it?
How much money's in that?
$12?
Oh, I bet way more than that.
Really?
There's money in there, but I don't think it's a lot. Unless it like picked up steam and went viral.
Didn't you jokingly do a GoFundMe once?
No. I was just said Venmo me.
Yeah.
On the air.
And
I got like $50.
$50.
Yeah, people just kept $1.
Yeah, but you're a big time celebrity.
Very big.
That guy is
That's
not.
right.
He's just a street man driving a car around.
Now, Joe Fish is in said his cousin started
No,
to
I'm
go.
saying Souk.
Yeah.
Souk do it.
Well, Souk will get money then.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's his car.
Souk will get $50.
Yeah, but no one knows my car. I'm not putting. Do I put Big Souk's Awesome Fund on the back of my car?
Yeah. There it is, right there.
That is, yeah.
Big Souk's Awesome Fund.
Okay, now
and put your GoFundMe.
Big Souk from 105.1 The Fan. Awesome Fund. You might get. You might get.
I'm being dead serious about this. Like, my car's not that nice, but I have a nice car. Doesn't that kill?
No.
Doesn't that kill the GoFundMe?
No, because you're Big Souk and people want to be a part of it.
It hurts.
I think it hurts,
It
right?
hurts. Yeah, that hurts you.
It doesn't help, but I don't think it matters.
Well, how about this?
I've been part of the show for like 6 months.
I'll tell you right now.
People love the fact that I'm on the show now.
I just think
it's a big deal.
I think if we put,
you guys are a huge deal.
I think
welcome
if we
to the show.
I think if we did 3 competing, I think if we did your Camry, Rob Subaru, and Mike, I think I'm coming in last.
Steve gets the most money.
My Camry's broken.
Well,
I think I'm coming in last. I don't think anyone's.
Well, of course, because you have the nicest car.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, let's funnel it through Stevie's car.
Yes, I
nobody
like
has to know it's not.
Ooh, the Big Souk Awesome Fund on the Camry.
On the Camry with like a broken trim piece.
And all these people
and the dented front end.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that's better.
All these people driving around town thinking radio people make way more than they do. God, look at Souk's car. Jesus, I got to get that guy some money.
I kind of want to do this now.
I'll put it on my car.
You can have
you make the decal. I'll put it on there.
You get all the money.
We'll go splitsies 50-50.
Yeah, like
I think you would get more than you would.
You think?
I do because I just think people.
He's like whatever, whimsy.
I don't know.
It's a
Well,
$5.
people like if they knew it was you, people like you'd be like, oh, this guy's entertained me for years. Like I would, what's $10? I'm gonna help this guy.
Yeah, we should have a tip jar.
Well,
That's basically what it is. It's a tip jar.
Because you don't go out that much anymore. I will say most of the time I go out to a bar, at least there's usually a beverage coming my way. And what's that? I mean, what's a cocktail? Like $12, $13?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's
that
like people would tip you $10. Oh, I've listened to you for 20 years.
Yeah.
Here's $10. Thank
but
you,
I think more people I think the cocktail isn't a big deal. I think people I think cash is different. People will buy you a drink. I'm not certain. The next time someone's like, "Hey, I want to buy you a drink," can I just be like, "No, just give me $10." Hey, you want to give me a Saba?
No, but GoFundMe.
You can donate to my fund.
What is it's the Awesome Fund? What's it for? I don't know, being awesome. I'm gonna go out and do awesome things with it. Do I have to say what I'm gonna purchase with the fund?
No.
No, just be awesome.
Just be awesome.
We all know what that means.
Yeah, keep it vague.
God. Ooh. It's 20 and a half now, guys. Do I gobble?
Well, they're down 28.
Do I gobble at 20.5?
No, dude. This
20
this
and a
is
half?
this is 130
That is a lot of points,
to
dude.
90.
20
This
and a
game.
half.
Are you watching this game?
I get 20.5.
Dude,
20 points in a finals game is a lot, though, Rob.
I know, but this is over.
I want to gobble. I'm staring at
I'm
it
not
right
telling
now.
you either way because I don't know.
They are absolutely punking them. They can't stop them, and the Knicks can't score.
All right, you've talked me out of gobbling.
Don't gobble.
I wanted to gobble.
There's another 3.
I wanted to gobble.
God.
20 points in a finals game? Not doing it. I'm going to go home and try to be awesome. Give me money.
All right, we're back tomorrow, 3 to 7 on Think Night.
Friendships of Spain.